What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 4C Chapter 86 Advertisement. When the number report was made, the intelligence officer found that there was one person on the task list who had not returned. And the ninjas who returned from other missions have all gathered here. EBZ, is there anyone who hasn't returned to the village? Well, Kakashi Squad, Ino Shikacho Squad, and the Investigation Division, the ninjas of the Perception Department have all returned, but one person hasn't returned. Who? EBZ's remarks aroused everyone's curiosity, and if anyone didn't come back, it meant that there was still a glimmer of hope. People like Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, EBZ were originally the subordinates of the third generation. They did not belong to the roots of Danzo, nor did they belong to Anbu. They naturally didn't want Danzo to be the fifth Hokage. EBZ did not dare to confirm it until after checking the personnel on the list one by one. The scarred face was extremely solemn, and he said word by word, "There is one more person, Uchiha Qiye has not come back." Uchiha Qiye? Is that Uchiha Qiye who went straight from Genin to Special Jonin? Hearing the name, Kakashi felt the most, and suddenly there was a chilly feeling behind him. The whole person was uncomfortable, and he was in a cold sweat. It could be seen that the power of 1,000 years of death was so powerful that Kakashi already had a shadow in his heart. Guy pretended to be thoughtful and touched his chin. Qiye, the kid who defeated Kakashi. Well, that's right, it was him. When he reported it, he acted alone. Yamashiro Aoba and Shiranui Genma have performed missions with Qiye. Somehow, they always had that feeling in their hearts. Maybe that guy Qiye can really bring back Tsunade-sama. On the other side, Tsunade heard Qiye say that as soon as he closes his eyes, he can reach Konoha as soon as he opens his eyes. This is pure nonsense. There is a distance of hundreds of kilometers from Konoha. Even if you take a rocket, you can't catch up unless... Tsunade looked Qiye up and down. This man brought her too many surprises. Boy, do you know time and space ninjutsu? Time and space ninjutsu? Shizune is equally curious. The only thing she knows about summoning technique is time-space ninjutsu. Shizune, you should have heard of Yellow Flash, Kakashi's teacher, Jiraiya's disciple, fourth Hokage. He used time-space ninjutsu Flying Thunder God to end the Third Ninja War. The creator of Flying Thunder God, Tsunade's great uncle, second Hokage, knows this all too well. That's it. Qiye took a sip of the wine and was non-committal. You two don't have to do anything. Shizune, take these 2 boxes of money. Shaogang, get ready. Tsunade couldn't help but glare at Qiye. It's a small outline again, so that's what my grandfather first Hokage called me. Dolphin. Buzz, flutter, flutter, flutter. Shizune was ready, and she wanted to experience the feeling of instant arrival. Qiye took the arms of the two of them. Swish, the three suddenly disappeared in the tavern. This is. The next moment, what Tsunade and the others saw were no longer the walls of the tavern, but a green, dense forest. Tsunade is very calm, Shizune is full of novelty. Master Qiye, is this your ability, so fast, Qiye? What does this mean when you listen carefully? This is in the forest outside Konoha. After walking a few dozen meters, you can see Konoha's gate. That's right, Tsunade-sama, I'm familiar with this place, it's outside Konoha. Tsunade stretched his slender waist. His expression was a little nostalgic, and the corner of his mouth curved into a faint smile. Advertisement. This breath. Yes, it's Konoha. I haven't come back for many years. Standing here, Tsunade has a feeling of coming home. After all these years, Yuzu should return home. Let's go, Shizune. When the two of them were about to walk towards Konoha, they found that Qiye was not moving. Not only did he not move, but a slight snoring could be heard. This guy actually fell asleep. Lord Qiye is really interesting, you can fall asleep standing up. Shizune hides her face and smiles. Since she and Tsunade met Qiye, all kinds of strange things have happened. Master Tsunade, do you want me to wake him up? No, Shizune, just keep the money. Today, I fought with Tsunade, drank a little wine, and used Mangekyo in a row. Qiye is indeed a little tired, he needs to rest. For Qiye, sleep is the best rest. Tsunade looked at Qiye who was sleeping with his head tilted. Little devil, I'll give you some benefits. Tsunade squatted down in front of Qiye and put Qiye on his back. Ah, Master Tsunade, do you carry him? You've been fighting Qiye-kun for so long today, and you're very tired. Why don't I carry it? It's okay, Shizune, just look at the money. This little brat is far less important than the 2 boxes of money. The battle with Qiye. Tsunade didn't even know the 100 healings mark. The Baihao technique was useless. She wasn't very tired, and her body was full of chakra. Shizune was a little surprised. Tsunade-sama didn't take the money, it was really strange. It seems that when Tsunade-sama met Qiye-kun, there were a lot of changes. Tsunade walked ahead with Uchiha Qiye on his back. Shizune followed behind with Dopu with 2 boxes of money. Under the setting sun, Konoha's ninjas suddenly found 2 figures outside the gate. Look, someone's here. Who is it? Against the backdrop of the setting sun, they did not see who was coming. Well, that looks like Tsunade. Tsunade-sama is back. The sharp-eyed finally saw it. Really, Tsunade-sama is back. Yes, it's Tsunade-sama, and next to her is Shizune. A country cannot be without a day, Kun. A family cannot be without an owner for a day, and a village cannot be without a shadow for a day. With 5th Hokage at the helm, these ninjas instantly felt hopeful, motivated, and supported by a strong backing. As 3rd generation said, wherever the leaves fly, the fire also grows. Master Tsunade is back, and Uchiha Qiye, he is the only one who didn't come back in this mission. Didn't he come back with Master Tsunade? No, look, on Tsunade-sama's back. That is, Uchiha Qiye. Tsunade walked to the gate, and everyone finally saw it clearly. Against the backdrop of the setting sun, Tsunade and the others showed the afterglow of the setting sun. Is Uchiha Qiye injured? The S-class mission is indeed dangerous. Hurry up and call the medical class. You are stupid. Tsunade-sama is the best medical ninja. Uchiha Qiye doesn't seem to be injured, more like asleep. Guy. That kid Qiye fell asleep. It's really in line with his style. He was in a state of deep sleep when he was fighting with you, right, Kakashi? Guy speaks without going through the brain, which pot can't be opened and lifted. Kakashi. Guy, thank you so much. Qiye was lying on Tsunade's back, his head resting on his shoulders. Seeing Tsunade's return, Danzo's eyes narrowed slightly, and he didn't know if he was happy or regretful. Chapter 87 Advertisement. Tsunade, you're back after all. Danzo smiled lightly, and now is not the time for him to be Hokage. And a woman, to deal with her, Danzo is very confident and has no problem. Homura, Kaharu, I'll leave the rest to you. The old man's roots still have some things to deal with. Carnival is a person's loneliness. Everyone was cheering. Danzo walked to the dark place and left here first. Seeing Tsunade carrying Uchiha Qiye on his back, Jiraiya's whole face drooped down. Rolling his eyes, the corners of his mouth kept twitching. Why wasn't he the one lying on Tsunade's shoulders? Looking back on the days when he, Tsunade, and Orochimaru were together, the most that Jiraiya got was Tsunade's fist. Tisk tisk, what a lucky kid. Kakashi, who is this kid? Before Kakashi could answer, Guy stood up first. Master Jiraiya, don't you know, he went straight from Genin to Special Jonin, authorized by the 3rd generation. He defeated Kakashi. He is a very strong young man. Oh, really? Jiraiya glanced up and down at Kakashi. Even your genius was defeated by him. Although he was helpless, Kakashi nodded. Guy, thank you so much for always mentioning this. Guy. Kakashi, you don't seem to be looking very well? On the side, Shiranui Genma, Yamashiro Aoba, and Jiraiya were all stunned. That look seems to be saying, you can tell with such a large mask? Seeing everyone's dull expressions, Guy laughed, vigorously slapped Kakashi's back. Haha, as Kakashi's eternal rivals, we have telepathy. Jiraiya and others looked at each other. You too. Shiranui Genma and Yamashiro Aoba, as Kakashi's contemporaries, looked at each other. Both of them smiled to themselves. If you understand, you understand. If you don't understand, you don't understand. It's better not to say. Kakashi propped his forehead with his hand. He was helpless too. What kind of companions were around him? Talk slowly, I'll go first, and I won't have anything to do next. Wait a minute, Kakashi, seeing you so sad and haggard, here's a present for you. I saw Jiraiya took out a yellow-orange book from Kabuto. This is. Kakashi was stunned, his eyes shone with intense light, and his whole body was shaking. From the previous decadent moment to full of energy. That's right, Kakashi, this is Intimacy Paradise 2, which is the crystallization of my recent material. The knowledge in it is very rich and practical, and the plot is more compact and reasonable, which makes people want to stop. It has not been published yet. This time I will in the village. You are in good time. Excited heart, trembling hands. Kakashi took it with one hand. Thank you, Jiraiya-sama. A body flicker technique. Kakashi disappeared in place, a cloud of white smoke. The whole action is smooth, as steady as an old driver. A relieved smile appeared on Jiraiya's face. Kakashi is much more savvy than that guy from Minato in this regard. Minato has only read Jiraiya's first serious novel, and the only shocking novel, The Legend of Perseverance. Unlike Kakashi, Kakashi has always been interested in making out series. In this way, after returning home, Kakashi closed the doors and windows, lay on the bed, and opened the Bible in his mind. This is bound to be another sleepless night. At night, the Konoha conference room is brightly lit. This was a high-level meeting, and it was launched overnight because of Tsunade's return. There were only 3 people in the meeting: Mitokado Homura, Utatane Kaharu and Tsunade. Advertisement: originally Danzo was supposed to be involved, because he had something to deal with, so he didn't come. Tsunade, from now on you're Konoha's 5th Hokage, and your gambler temper should be tempered. All, being educated as soon as they arrive. Tsunade annoys these 2 old men. Understood, Kaharu-sensei, but I have one condition. Conditions? What conditions? Let's hear it. I'm going to take me back to the village to become a consultant. It was Uchiha Qiye who brought Tsunade back to the village, to make such a young man a Hokage consultant. Homura and Kaharu thought about it. There is no such precedent in Konoha. And Uchiha Qiye doesn't have any special mission feats either. No, Uchiha's kid is too young to be a consultant. Oh, really? Tsunade frowned immediately, looking a little scary. She didn't want to use it as an emergency item and use it when she needed it. What could a puppet Hokage do? If you don't agree to this little request, then it's okay if you don't do it for the position of Hokage, you can find someone else. Tsunade folded his arms around his chest and was very determined. Both Homura and Kaharu were in trouble. They didn't expect Tsunade to be so decisive on the matter. After thinking about it, it seems that they are too old-fashioned. Now Tsunade has finally returned to the village. With her medical ninjutsu and strength, it is of infinite benefit to Konoha. And now Konoha desperately needs a leader. The situation seems to be more important to appease Tsunade's emotions. As for Hokage consultants, it's not a big deal. Namikaze Minato is in his 20s as Hokage. As a special Jonin, Uchiha Qiye did not make any special contribution, but he also completed this S-rank mission. The task of getting back Tsunade is more important than anything else, and there's nothing wrong with giving him an idle job as a consultant. The 2 pondered for a while and finally decided. Okay, Tsunade, we agreed to your terms. Uchiha Qiye was changed from a special Jonin to a Jonin, and he has the title of advisor. You should be satisfied this time, right? Yes, not bad. Do you have any other requests? No, that's all I want. Homura and Kaharu finally breathed a sigh of relief, for fear that Tsunade would ask for something else. Such a strange request to open a casino next to the Hokage office building. When Tsunade was still in the village before, it wasn't that she didn't do such weird things. Now that Tsunade only had this one request, the big stone in their hearts finally dropped. The other party is first Hokage's granddaughter, who has a high status, and they don't want to fall out with Tsunade. Yes, Tsunade, you are now Hokage conscious. After the meeting, Tsunade returned to the house that Konoha had prepared for her. Looking at Qiye, who was sleeping on the bed, the smile on his face became more and more sly. Little devil, you can't run away now. The next morning, Qiye rubbed his eyes. This sleep, he slept very comfortably, and the feeling of waking up naturally is the best. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations to host for a good sleep. Close black lens bracket open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan side effects -90 close black lens bracket. Backtracking. Reversal time changed from 1 hour to 1 day. Graveyard. Jump time changed from 1 hour to 1 day. With this sleep, Kai's left eye Mangekyo's ability was enhanced again. Moreover, the 2 abilities of backtracking and tomb are strengthened at the same time, and now he can reverse the time back to 1 day ago, or speed up the time to 1 day later. This is almost equivalent to time travel. He already has power that the Otsutsuki clan does not have. Chapter 88 Advertisement. The power of time. This is the power that the Otsutsuki clan did not control. In the biography of Bo-Ren, Otsutsuki Pushi also used the tool, plow, to travel through time and space. The plow is a turtle with the power to travel through time, but it is not for the Otsutsuki clan. It was just a fluke that Pushi found it. Sasuke used the plow, the time-controlling turtle and blogger, to travel to the past to protect Naruto. That is, in the old Konoha, Sasuke showed the great strength of the Uchiha clan. Uchiha sweats, Uchiha hugs and falls, and so on. These moves are shocking. If Madara sees it, I'm afraid the coffin board will not be able to hold down. But now Qiye, Mangekyo Sharingan has the power to change time. Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan Tsukuyomi controls time, space, and reality in an illusion. And Kai's Mangekyo Sharingan, backtracking and tomb are changing real time. Qiye has this hunch that if he is Mangekyo Sharingan to ultimate, he might be able to go back a few years, or even decades ago. It can also go years or decades later. When I think about it, I fear that I will be able to see Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Hashirama before they were alive. And Uzumaki Kushina, Uzumaki Mito and more. Without thinking any more, Qiye, who was lying on the bed, yawned long, and opened his eyes to see a delicate and pretty face. Shaogang, it's you. Tsunade immediately rolled his eyes at Qiye. Little devil, it's best not to call me that in front of others. That's what my grandfather called me, but as you know, he's already dead. Qiye wondered, is there a causal relationship between the two? Also, I'm Konoha's 5th Hokage now, you can call me Lord 5th Generation or Lord Hokage. Speaking of which, Tsunade's face showed a hint of Tsunere. Got it, Lord Hokage. After all, everyone has become Hokage, so I still have to give some face. This is where, when Qiye woke up, he saw a strange scene, a simple bed. Everything else, much more luxurious than where he lived in the Uchiha clan. Of course this is my place, don't you remember how you fell asleep yesterday? Qiye only knew that yesterday with Tsunade they returned to Konoha, and then they didn't know anything. As the saying goes, when a new officer takes office, there are 3 fires. Do you have nothing to do, Lord Hokage? It's alright, it turns out that being a Hokage is pretty easy. The funeral of the 3rd generation is going to be held today, and everything else has stopped. So easy? In Kai's impression, Naruto was half exhausted after becoming Hokage, and he hardly ever rested normally. There's a big, white Hinata at home, suffer. But 3rd generation, 5th generation and 6th Hokage Kakashi don't seem to be so tired, it's easy to watch them as Hokage. Unlike Naruto, who has dark circles all day, kidney deficiency. Maybe there are more things in peacetime, and this can only be explained. After leaving Tsunade, Qiye returned to the Uchiha family's home. Changed into black clothes, and participated in the funeral ceremonies are mainly black. Except for the ninja guarding the village and the ninja who had some special missions, everyone else came to the funeral of the 3rd generation. On Konoha Street, ninjas in black costumes can be seen everywhere. Everyone's expression was very solemn. Brother Qiye, long time no see. A young voice came from behind. Qiye turned around and saw that it was a little devil with yellow hair. It was Naruto. Advertisement long time no see. Naruto has changed a bit, now he is almost 9 years old. Always optimistic, the cheerful Naruto's face was a little dazed at this time. His impression of the 3rd generation old man was not bad, and it was surprising that he suddenly hung up like this. Brother Qiye, why did 3rd Hokage suddenly die? He's not just Hokage, he's a ninja, and being a ninja is about being ready to face death at any time. Oh. Naruto nodded knowingly. Konoha Village Cemetery, with Sarutobi Hiruzen's remains in the center. Many familiar figures gathered again. Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, Genma Shiranui, Aoba Yamashiro, etc., are all dressed in black formal clothes and look serious. Tsunade stood in front of the room and spoke the eulogy. Except for Danzo, Homura, and Kaharu who did not attend, everyone who was supposed to come came. The 3 of them, along with Sarutobi Hiruzen, were 2nd Hokage's escorts and contemporaries, and it was not necessary for them to attend the funeral. The students of the ninja school are guarded by Iruka. They who have not gone through the ninja war, they seem to have a better understanding of the profession of ninja because of their innocence. This world is a world with blood and tears, someone is born and someone dies. Some people can deprive others of their births, and some people can decide their deaths. This is ninja. The 4-year-old Itachi experienced the 4th ninja war. He witnessed the fighting among the Jonin on the battlefield, so he thought of exploring the meaning of life. This also led to Itachi's precocious puberty, and at the age of 7 he was able to think with Hokage's mind. The mourning officially began, and everyone bowed their heads in silence. Qiye could hear someone sobbing softly. Asuma lit a cigarette and said softly, "Let's go, old man." No one knew that the death of 3rd generation had a major relationship with Uchiha Qiye, who gave Orochimaru the chance to kill 3rd Hokage. Qiye was very indifferent to the death of the 3rd generation. He doesn't have the mentality of being sympathetic to others and helping people in distress, just doing things that are beneficial to him. If he hadn't known how things were going, he would have been gone as early as the night of the extermination. The senior leaders of 3rd generation let Itachi perform the task of exterminating the clan, not only for Konoha, but also for themselves. Qiye gave Orochimaru a chance to kill 3rd generation, also for himself. He won't go into conspiracy theories, saying that 3rd generation didn't take good care of Naruto, killed White Fang, was cowardly, didn't dare to fight Cloud Shinobi, caused Neji's father's death, etc. 3rd Hokage just felt like he was doing what was right for Konoha. Qiye does the same thing, removes the leaves, he only does what is good for himself. Death often happens in the ninja world, and this is the reality. A few days later, the death of 3rd Hokage has spread throughout the ninja world, and Tsunade, one of the Sanins, has become the 5th Hokage and has also spread in villages all over the world. Land of the Earth, Iwagakure, a small old man stroked his white beard. "Oh, it hurts, my back hurts, I didn't expect that old guy from 3rd Hokage to have a shorter life than me. So he was killed by his own disciple Orochimaru, what a short-lived ghost. Black Earth. You are also an old guy, maybe one day you will die. 3rd Hokage was killed by his own disciple. Are you not afraid that big brother Deidara will trouble you? Stinky girl, what are you saying, are you just cursing your grandfather like that? That kid Deidara actually joined that organization, it's better not to let me meet. In a dark and obscure cave, the masked man Obito is sitting on the finger of the stone statue. It slid out of the wall beside it. Faye, it's not good, there is one thing you will be surprised to hear, underscore. Chapter 89 Advertisement Faye, there is one thing you will be surprised to hear. Oh, what is it? Let's hear it. Since Lin's death, there is nothing Obito cares about in this world. Now he just wants to realize Project Tasuki no Mi, to create a world where there is no killing, no ninja, and absolute peace. And he, Uchiha Obito, is the center of the world. The Battle of Kanabi Bridge is hard to survive, witnessing Lin's death, learning the use of Sharingan from Madara, liberating Nine Tails, and fighting his own teacher 4th Hokage. Obito under the mask, with a calm expression, has no interest in anything other than collecting tailed beasts to complete Project Tasuki no Mi. 3rd Hokage was killed by Orochimaru. Obito. Muragong is connected to the internet? This incident has been rumored in the ninja world. The important thing is that Orochimaru used impure world reincarnation, the forbidden technique, which not only unearthed Senju Hashirama, the god of ninjas, but also unearthed his opponent, Uchiha Madara. What? Sharingan under Obito's mask froze suddenly. Uchiha Madara, he knew what the name meant to him. The Scarlet Sharingan, shocked, clenched fists in both hands. How the hell did that be ********** D Orochimaru find it? I should have let Sasori end him. Orochimaru was once a member of Akatsuki and knew many secrets of the organization. It was after failing to capture Itachi's body that he defected from the organization. The mission to hunt down Orochimaru has always been carried out by Sasori and Deidara. But Orochimaru's whereabouts are uncertain, and there are many strongholds. Sasori and Deidara can't find Orochimaru at all. Sasori thought that everything would be fine if Kabuto was placed next to Orochimaru as an undercover agent. Little did they know that the seal he put on Kabuto, the 2nd or 5th boy, was long since lifted by Orochimaru. Kabuto is the real undercover. Absolutely, this is really exciting news. Ju. Haha, Faye, you are a good boy, I will not lie to you. The Land of Fire, Konoha Village. After days of getting acquainted, Tsunade has become more and more proficient with Hokage's work. Occasionally, I can go to Konoha's small casino for a small bet. He has the ability to predict, needless to say, come and win. Win a lot of money, although not many, only a few 100,000. But she was excited, it was the first time in her life to win money, the feeling was beyond words. Because the feeling of being the first time is often the most exciting and exciting. Such as buying a house for the first time, buying a car for the first time, taking a 100% test for the first time, kissing for the first time, etc. After the frequency became frequent, the excited trembling heart and trembling hands gradually faded, and finally became dull. At this time, you must have new postures and tricks to find the feeling of honeymoon. But for now, Tsunade still feels that he can't extricate himself from the joy of winning money. Winning money for a while is refreshing, winning all the time is straightforward. Tsunade, who is well versed in gambling routines, won't let herself win all the hand, otherwise others will not give her money. She would let herself win a few times, lose again, and then win and lose again. In the end, she just won. This joy of being in control is very different from usual. Sitting in the Hokage chair, Tsunade crossed her chin with her hands, and she was already thinking about how to win big. Tisk tisk, that kid Qiye, the predictive ability he taught me is really useful. I have been losing money all my life. Now, I can finally experience the feeling of winning. Feng Shui turns, and it will come to my house next year. Before Tsunade, she absolutely did not believe this sentence, because she kept losing. Advertisement, but now, she believes it 100%. Now she is already winning money. Disciple of Gambler Knight, Gambler. From now on, there will be no big fat sheep in the ninja world. Sir Tsunade, there is important information. An Anbu instantly appeared in Hokage's office and got down on one knee. Tsunade's YY train of thought was suddenly interrupted, and he was slightly unhappy. What's up? We stumbled upon 3 tails on a lake during our mission. 3 tails? Tsunade frowned slightly. The tailed beast is a powerful force in the village, and is generally used as a destructive weapon. And now, Konoha's Anbu has discovered the traces of 3 tails. If Konoha gets 3 tails, it will greatly improve the overall strength of the village. At that time, besides the country of thunder, the country of fire will be the only country with 2-tailed beasts. In terms of its national strength, it can also compete with the kingdom of thunder. With the death of 4th Mizukage, 3 tails also died. But the tailed beast can be resurrected, it is a combination of chakra. Jinchuriki is dead, and it only takes a certain amount of time for the tailed beast to revive. Tsunade pondered for a moment, and finally made up his mind. Let Kakashi, Asuma, Guy, lead the enchantment team to seal the three tails, don't attract the attention of Mist Shinobi, and must fight quickly. Clear. The location of Three Tails is on the border of the Land of Water, and it is easy to be noticed by the Mist Shinobi ninja. It is extremely difficult for Konoha to include Three Tails in the bag. If you are not careful, you will end up robbing other people's property, because Jinchuriki of Three Tails has always been a ninja of Kirigakure. As for Lin being Jinchuriki of Three Tails, it was just a cutscene. But once Three Tails is available, Konoha has 9 tails and 3 tails, and is fully prepared for the future ninja war. Lord Hokage, are you sure that Kakashi and the others will succeed? Kie on the side had nothing to do, and he, the Hokage advisor, didn't need to do anything at all. It feels easier than when he was Jonin, and the salary has doubled. What, little devil, do you think it can be done? Three Tails is a wild-tailed beast now and won't use its power properly, we just need to seal it, that means we Konoha won, and Mist Shinobi won't dare to say that what. If it is sealed, then who will Jinchuriki use as it? Who will be Jinchuriki? Tsunade is stunned. It is well known that Jinchuriki, is not a good word in the ninja world. He is often looked down upon and ignored by others. Anyone who desires power can make him a Jinchuriki. Kie, do you want to participate in this mission too? No, I don't want to, you'd better let Kakashi and the others go. Wouldn't it be bad to just stay under the covers and sleep? Who wants to go out and mess around when you have nothing to do? A week later, Kakashi and the others failed, and neither they nor the enchantment class could seal the Three Tails. The power of the tail beast is too strong. But Kakashi and the others did not give up, and after returning to Konoha for some repairs, they challenged Three Tails again. This time, however, Kakashi and the others never came back. Master Tsunade, there is information from the Kakashi squad ahead, they are in trouble and need help urgently. Tsunade glanced at Kie who was dozing beside him. Boy, it's your turn to appear. Chapter 90 advertisement. Kakashi, Guy, Asuma 3 Jonin and the enchantment class failed to seal the wild Three Tails. A thin dead camel is bigger than a horse, even if it is a wild-tailed beast, it cannot control its own power, and it is still extremely difficult to seal it. The death of third Hokage was a great loss to Konoha's combat power. If the power of a tailed beast is replenished, then Konoha's military strength can return to its previous peak state. Even if you don't succeed, you can't give the Three Tails to Kirigakure. To make the enemy stronger is to weaken yourself in disguise. And now the Three Tails is an unknown thing. Anyone who has the ability can get it, who cares where you belonged before. For Konoha's consideration, in order to avoid losing in the war in the future, Tsunade really wanted to conquer Three Tails. But now that Kakashi and other elite Jonins are gone, it will be very embarrassing if they haven't been able to complete the task. There are not many elite Jonins in the village, Kakashi and the others can't complete it, and other Jonins are also useless. Wouldn't it be possible to have the Hokage go out in person? How is that possible? The village must have Hokage in the town. Even if Tsunade wants to go to Homura and Kaharu, the two adults will not agree. What's more, if Tsunade really went there and was accidentally discovered by the ninjas of Mist Shinobi, it would be a big trouble. A Hokage quietly stepping into the territory of another country is definitely not a good thing in the eyes of others. The friction between countries, a little careless, the country of water and the country of fire may go to war. In that case, a chain reaction will occur, and the Fourth Ninja World War may unfold like this. Lord Hokage, there is news from Kakashi ahead that they need reinforcements, what should we do? The situation was so urgent that Anbu's people just waited for Tsunade to say a word. Tsunade thought about it and couldn't think of a good candidate. Suddenly, her beautiful eyes turned to Kie, who was dozing off beside her. Immediately, an idea came to mind. My dear, how could I forget this kid? Having played against Kie, Tsunade knew he was more than Jonin. Uchiha Qiye has reached cage level in Tsunade's eyes. Even if she unlocks the 100 healings mark, using the Baihao technique is not sure to defeat Kie. Thinking of this, Tsunade finally showed a sly smile. Boy, it's your turn to show up. Somehow, Tsunade felt as if he was relying on this lil brat. After a random call, Kie remained unmoved, still bowing his head to fish, dozing off. Shizune, wake him up. Master Kie, wake up, Master Kie. Dolphin. Puyu, pushed by Shizune, Kie woke up. Hey, what, are you off work? Kie glanced outside the window. The sun was still in the sky, it was still early. Tsunade crossed his arms across his chest and glared at Kie. This brat is here to eat and pay, and I would never let him be a consultant if I knew earlier. Although this consultant is an idle position and has no real rights, he is still an official after all. Tsunade regretted to death in his heart, and felt that he had raised an uncle. Hey, it's all tears when I say more. The decisions you make, you have to implement with tears in your eyes. Little Qiye, they got into trouble during the mission, you can go. No, I don't want, you go? Qiye answered very decisively. Anbu, who was on one knee, was completely dumbfounded. He knew that Qiye was the new advisor, but it was the first time he had seen an advisor with Hokage's attitude. Hokage is equivalent to the mayor of Konoha village and is the biggest official. Her words are orders and tasks. The following people must implement it unconditionally, which is also the rule in the ninja world. If you disobey the orders of your superiors, you will even be deprived of your ninja qualifications. Advertisement and this consultant rejected Hokage out of hand, and he didn't seem to care. Where did he come from? Could it be that he is the son of the great name of the country of fire? Do you have a background to successfully become a consultant? Anbu looked puzzled under the mask, looked at Tsunade, and looked at Qiye beside him, really confused. If the mask hadn't blocked his curiosity, Anbu would have thought about it for a long time. From his point of view, Qiye, a consultant, seems to be a little more like Hokage. Shizune on the side also smiled helplessly. You, go out, Shizune, you go out too, I have something to talk to the advisor. Anbu walked out of the Hokage office in a daze, and Shizune followed him out with the dolphin in his arms. Tsunade's entire face was twitching, and he finally couldn't hold back. Little devil, I'm Hokage. Okay. I know, then why don't you accept the task I give you, and look down on me, 5th Hokage. After he finished speaking, Tsunade also stood with his back to Qiye and pointed to the gambling word on his back. It's a pity, I haven't seen Tsunade wearing Hokage robes. 5th Hokage Royal God Robe, Grandma Konoha is still working overtime to make it. Oh, sorry, I just got up a little bit, Qiye said an objective fact plainly. Tsunade couldn't help rolling his eyes. Did this guy not get enough sleep in his last life? Without sleepiness, Qiye stretched. Lord Hokage, I told you a long time ago that Kakashi and the others can go together. Look, it's fulfilled now. Qiye did say so at the time. Tsunade still underestimated the power of the wild-tailed beast, which was her misjudgment. You should have let me go the first time. If I go, Three Tails is already in Konoha by this time. Qiye spread her hands out, looking helpless. Tsunade bit his red lips lightly, not knowing what to say. This little devil is too confident, after all, he is a Three Tails, so he is so sure to win? Tsunade felt that he didn't have full confidence in going. Could this little devil be able to do it with the ability to freeze? So, little devil, are you going? Please, please, I'll go. Tsunade. Tsunade really has no other choice right now, since Qiye is so confident, let him go. If he did it was fine, if he couldn't, it would be the day when Tsunade fought back. Master Qiye, please, go ahead, the village can't be without you, and my Hokage can't be without you. Tsunade was begging with a very perfunctory cry. Qiye smiled. Well, very good, Shaogang, I'm very satisfied. I'm your teacher, and it's not ashamed for a disciple of you to ask for a teacher. After speaking, Kai's figure disappeared from the office. As a wild-tailed beast, Three Tails' ability to become Konoha is also beneficial to Qiye. Besides, Tsunade is a Hokage anyway, so she still has to give her some face. Face is something that both men and women love. In front of outsiders, it is impossible for Qiye not to give Tsunade face. At this time, Shizune and Anbu, who was in charge of conveying the information, walked in. Lord Hokage, what about Lord Qiye? Did he agree to go to reinforce Kakashi-senpai? Cough cough. Tsunade looked serious. My Hokage has spoken, can he disagree? Chapter 91. Advertisement Hokage-sama, Qiye-sama, will he go to reinforce Kakashi-senpai? Tsunade looked serious. Can he disagree with my Hokage's words? Tsunade, who said these words, was so intimidating that the Anbu ninja broke out in a cold sweat. For a moment, I felt that I shouldn't have asked that question. Who is the other party? The other party is the 5th Hokage. A mere consultant, doesn't even listen to Hokage's words. It's impossible, it's impossible. One more second of being here, and one more second of Tsunade's coercion. Okay, let's go to the mission and tell Kakashi from the ninja of the perception department that the reinforcements have gone. Yes, Lord Hokage. The Anbu immediately left the Hokage office building. When he came outside, he finally breathed a sigh of relief. It was so terrifying just now. In Hokage's office, he almost forgot to breathe, touched his back and got soaked. He couldn't help but complain. Although 5th generation is a woman, that kind of coercion is really strong. Looking at Tsunade with an angry face, Shizune chuckled. No one knows Tsunade better than her. Master Tsunade, did Master Qiye really go? Seeing no one around, Tsunade immediately sat down and took a deep breath. Shizune, don't you know, that little devil is so annoying. I feel like I have invited an old man here, and I can't touch it, and I can't scold it. Lord Tsunade, speak well. Lord Qiye is still very reasonable. Look, you can see that he is gone. Tsunade pouted, still resentful. Damn it, now the little devils are so treacherous, am I unable to keep up with the times, or is this age no longer able to accommodate me as a Hokage? On the border of the land of water, in a wooden house. Kakashi, Might Guy, Asuma 3 gathered together, and 8 ninjas from the enchantment class. The ninjas in the enchantment class are all chunin, and they are not good at fighting, but the seal enchantment used by the 8 people together can seal the tail beast. Might Guy. Kakashi, the mission is getting harder, Kirigakure seems to be doing something. This time, they came to the border of the land of water to seal 3 tails quietly. It is best to seal 3 tails quietly without being discovered by Mist Shinobi ninjas, and then bring them back to the village. Once Mist Shinobi's ninjas find out what's going on here, they'll definitely do something. A tailed beast like 3 tails, Kirigakure couldn't let Konoha take it for nothing. Kirigakure is not a fool, let Konoha get 3 tails, then their water country will not have the power of tail beasts. After finally raising a 6 tails Jinchuriki, he also defected. They won't let Konoha succeed in this kind of detrimental thing. Once Mist Shinobi Jonin is involved in sealing the 3 tails, their mission will end in 100% failure. After all, this is someone else's territory, and it is relatively close to Kirigakure, so a large number of ninjas can be dispatched at any time. And in Konoha village, far away in the land of fire, in an emergency situation, the reinforcements sent by Yuanshui could not save the near fire. Kakashi's face was very heavy, he didn't expect the power of wild-tailed beasts. 3 tails splurges on the lake and pours into the sea. A tactic designed by Kakashi. He, Guy, and Asuma, as the main attacker, guide 3 tails into the sealed barrier created by the barrier class. The plan was perfect, most of 3 tails' body was already inside the enchantment. But being a tailed beast, the 3 tails seemed to be extremely alert to danger. The 3 tails in the lake immediately rolled over, and the 3 tails swayed wildly. In front of the power of the 3 tails, the lake instantly formed a huge wave, and the whole lake was turned upside down by the 3 tails. One person in the enchantment class was swallowed up by the huge waves, and the sealing enchantment could no longer be maintained immediately. 3 tails took the opportunity to drill into the bottom of the lake. Advertisement: the seal of 8 people must be maintained together by 8 people, and it is not enough for 1 less person. 1 less person means there is a loophole and a breakthrough. Not to mention 3 tails, even a normal summoning beast can break the barrier. Fortunately, the 8-person barrier seal team is still there, and that time Kakashi and the others went back to the village to repair it. When they sealed 3 tails for the second time, they were more cautious. There were perception ninjas in the enchantment class. He sensed the huge chakra of 3 tails in the lake and determined the location. This time, it was much easier. There was no need for Kakashi, Guy, and Asuma to faint, and the 3 of them only needed to be vigilant around them to prevent anyone from destroying the barrier. The enchantment class opened the seal enchantment directly above the 3 tails. 3 tails, who was sleeping in the lake, didn't know it. This time was more successful than the first time. Seeing that the fruits of victory are about to arrive, an accident happened. Mist Shinobi's Anbu patrol team came here by accident and found Kakashi and the others. Kakashi, Guy, and Asuma killed the Mist Shinobi 3-man team, but the sealing barrier was also destroyed by them. The closest one came, and it was empty again. What is despair? This is despair. This feeling is worse than eating shit. It's as if the goddess is in front of you and your pants are taken off. But he was woken up by someone else and found that it was a dream. It's okay if you can't get it in reality, you have to be interrupted in your dreams, and why doesn't let people why, isn't this more uncomfortable than eating shit? And Kakashi, they can't hold on any longer. Yesterday they killed 3 Mist Shinobi's Anbu. I believe that Mist Shinobi will know soon, and will send someone to search for them. Once they found this place, the mission was basically a failure. Captain Kakashi, there's news from the village that reinforcements are on their way. Really, there are a few Jonin. Is there a more powerful seal enchantment class coming? Ibizi, Anko, Shiranui Genma, and Yamashiro Aoba? With a few more Jonins, Kakashi will have more confidence to seal 3 tails. Even if Mist Shinobi's ninjas find it, they have more power to fight it. Not many ninjas came to search for the slain Mist Shinobi Anbu, and even if they went back to the village to find reinforcements, it would be enough time for Kakashi and the others to seal the 3 tails. Kakashi's continuous questioning made the intelligence ninja a little embarrassed. Captain Kakashi, none of the people you mentioned came, and only one came for reinforcements. What? Whether it was Guy, Asuma, or Kakashi, they were all stunned. Sealing the tailed beast is an S-rank quest, and the reason why Chunin is participating is because they are an enchantment class, and sealing the enchantment has an effect on the tailed beast. Otherwise, Jonin will perform this task. With such an important mission, Hokage-sama sent only 1 ninja, with such a big heart? As Hokage, Tsunade wanted to make 3 tails the power of Konoha. And this time to send a person to reinforce, is it here to announce that this mission is a direct failure and give up? Guy's head is not easy to use. This time the mission is to seal 3 tails, not to fight 3 tails, otherwise he would have opened 8 inner gates, and his youthful firepower was full in front of 3 tails. But he still touched his chin, pretending to be deep. Kakashi, what do you think? Kakashi, how can I see, only with Sharingan? By the way, who is the ninja reinforcements? If there's only one ninja, Jiraiya, one of the Sanins, then they're even more hopeful. It's a consultant, Mr. Qiye. Uchiha Qiye. Hearing the name, Kakashi gasped. Chapter 92. Advertisement. It's a consultant, Master Qiye. Uchiha Qiye? Hearing the name, Kakashi couldn't help twitching. Until now, he has not been able to get out of the shadow of 1,000 years of death. Guy laughed. It's Qiye, he might be helpful by himself. Senior Guy, the current Uchiha Qiye is already a consultant, so please honor him. Guy doesn't really care. Kai's character doesn't care about this. He is very young and very similar to me before. I see people very accurately, don't worry. The mind of the enchantment class. No one can compare to Senior Guy in terms of temperament. The current Uchiha Qiye is also a Jonin like Guy and Kakashi, but he also has an identity as a consultant. Strictly speaking, it is Kakashi, Guy, Asuma and their superiors, who should be called Qiye-sama. Asuma was surprised to know that Uchiha Qiye came alone, but he had seen Kai's strength. Defeat Kakashi of the useless Sharingan, and also defeated the Impure World Reincarnation's 3rd Cage in the Land of Wind. But in these 2 battles, the opponent did not use all his strength. Now he came to the reinforcements alone, facing the tailed beast. Can he really succeed? Asuma was not sure at heart. The same is true of Kakashi, although Qiye beat him with the strange move he saw in Intimacy Paradise, 1,000 Years of Death. But he was still a little dissatisfied. First, 3rd Hokage asked him to test the strength of Uchiha Qiye, who was still genin at the time, but he didn't take it with all his strength. The 2 where his Sharingan was killed by Qiye before he could use it, and he was stunned. Thinking of this, Kakashi made me feel a little ashamed. No matter what he said, he had the aura of a genius, so he was defeated by Uchiha Qiye, who was still a genin at that time. His good friend Guy also jokes about this meme from time to time, which makes Kakashi wonder if Guy, a simple-minded guy, is doing it on purpose. While these few people were still thinking about the combat plan that Qiye came to execute, footsteps came from outside the door. The perception ninja of the enchantment class was the first to spot the movement. Kakashi-senpai, someone is coming towards us. The 3 of Kakashi moved very quickly, and immediately picked up the kunai and entered a state of alert. Mist Shinobi's ninja, how many? This. The whole face of the perception ninja of the enchantment class was distorted. This, I can't feel it, can't feel it? Kakashi's faces are so heavy that no one can perceive them. Is there such a person in Mist Shinobi? The room was extremely silent, and the heartbeat of the enchantment class could be vaguely heard. At this time, Kakashi and the others also heard rhythmic footsteps. The next second, a lazy voice came from outside. Kakashi-senpai, are you inside? I'm here for reinforcements. This sound, Asuma, Kakashi, they're very familiar. Guy went out immediately. Haha, it's Qiye, I didn't expect your reinforcements to be so timely and efficient. Advertisement. Except Guy, Kakashi, Asuma and the 8 ninjas of the Enbu Enchantment Seal class were all shocked. Their reinforcement signal was sent out only yesterday, but Qiye arrived today. What speed is this? This is the border of the Land of Water, and it is a long way from Konoha Village, the Land of Fire. Kakashi and the others thought that no matter how fast the reinforcements were, if they got here, it would probably be tomorrow. I didn't expect this guy Qiye to arrive today. Did he use the acceleration? Kakashi and Asuma didn't think it was Qiye at first. They thought it was Mist Shinobi's ninja who found this place. They are highly concentrated and have entered a state where they can fight at any time. If it wasn't for Qiye shouting outside the door, they would have thrown their shuriken when they got closer. Qiye guy, why are you so fast? What was even more shocking was the perception ninja from the sealed barrier class. This was the first time he sensed someone coming but couldn't sense chakra. It was really weird. Now that Qiye is in front of him, he can perceive Kai's chakra. Perceiving that the chakra in Qiye is flowing in an orderly manner, this chakra is not huge, but it gives a mysterious and enduring feeling. The perceptive ninjas of the seal enchantment class can't figure it out, and there are still important things like the seal of 3 tails. He didn't dare to let Qiye solve the doubts in his heart. He was just a chunin, and now Qiye is a jonin and advisor. Master Qiye, you are finally here. Did Master Hokage give you a scroll of mysticism or something? Kakashi and Qiye are the same as jonin, and they are older than Qiye, so they don't need to be called Qiye. The chunin of the enchantment class did not dare, and every mouthful of Master Qiye was very enthusiastic. Oh, Lord Hokage, She didn't give me any secret magic scrolls, she just let me come here alone. Please briefly explain the situation. The ninja from the sealing barrier class explained the specific situation to Qiye. It turns out that the seal of 3 tails was almost successful yesterday, but it was destroyed by Anbu of Mist Shinobi. The 3 Anbus had already been killed by Kakashi, but it won't be long before Kirigakure discovered them. So the 3 tails must be sealed as soon as possible, and it is best to seal the 3 tails before Mist Shinobi finds it here. After understanding the specific situation, Kakashi wanted to ask Kai's opinion. Kakashi, who was wearing a mask, didn't dare to face Qiye, and the shadow in his heart was still there. He turned his eyes to the side, looking a little trembling. Qiye, since Lord Hokage asked you to come for her own reason, what should we do next? Seeing Kakashi like this, Qiye couldn't help comforting. Senior Kakashi, don't be so nervous. The most important thing is to relieve your tense little hearts. Take a nap, wake up and everything can be solved. Qiye said that Tsunade asked me to come, but there was no reason for her, she just let me come. Kakashi. This is the tactics. Qiye, are you sure you are here to seal 3 tails instead of resting in another place? Kakashi has played against Qiye and knows that he has a habit of being lethargic. No, Qiye just walked over to the carpet and lay down. Within 2 seconds, they heard a slight snoring. Guy trusts Qiye very much. Kakashi, we were really nervous all day. Qiye was able to get here from the village so quickly, it must have consumed a lot of physical strength and chakra. Take a break to better prepare for the battle, this is youth. After he finished speaking, Guy also sat on the side, propped up his little head with his hands, and dozed off. Kakashi has a genius mind, but he can't turn it around all of a sudden. If you think about it, what Guy is saying really makes sense. Nervousness will not solve the problem, they really need to take a break to adjust their mentality. Asuma, as well as the Seal Enchantment class, everyone take a rest. No one would have thought that the first thing reinforcements would tell them was to sleep. Chapter 93. Advertisement. No one would have thought that the first thing that Qiye reinforcements did when they arrived here was to put them to sleep. After an unknown amount of time, Qiye opened his hazy eyes. Ah la la. He stretched out his arms and let out a long yawn. Arriving here quickly from Konoha did consume a lot of his stamina and chakra. After a short nap, Qiye felt that he immediately returned to a state full of blood and blue, full of energy, and there was an inexhaustible energy in his body. The afterglow of the setting sun had already shone into the wooden house, and Qiye found Kakashi and the others staring at him with wide-eyed eyes. Kakashi, senpai, are you resting? Kakashi and the others woke up long ago. Seeing Qiye sleeping, they were really embarrassed to wake him up. The reinforcements in their plan were supposed to arrive tomorrow, and Qiye arrived today, so it's okay to let him sleep a little longer. Wake him up suddenly. If Qiye is angry with getting up, they will be in trouble. After all, Qiye is also a consultant and their superior. If they go to Hokage and file a complaint, they won't be able to eat kabuto and leave. People who get up angry are very temperamental, and they also have the experience of being woken up in a deep sleep. That feeling is very bad, and I have the heart to kill. So they can only wait for Qiye to wake up naturally. There was an even stranger thing, Kakashi after a few naps. When I woke up, I felt that my body was full of chakra and my body was full of power. It feels like taking medicine, more useful than Binglang pills. I just want to find a place to vent, and I can't wait to go to 3 Tails and fight it. The tense mood disappeared in an instant, and now the whole person feels very refreshing. Kakashi and the others were also very puzzled, so they took a nap and woke up feeling so refreshed. They looked at Uchiha Qiye in surprise. Now think about why Lord Hokage let him come alone. At least the first decision Qiye made was very beneficial to them. After a good night's sleep, my heart is no longer nervous, I am no longer nervous, my whole body is still full of strength, and my whole body is more energetic. And ha ha ha. Guy on the side performed a few forward kicks and backflips with great strength, driving the surrounding airflow. Qiye, you're right to let us take a nap. Right now, my whole body feels full of power. I can't wait to beat up that big monster 3 Tails right away to show my hot-blooded youth. Qiye smiled lightly, he wouldn't do useless work. Bringing the buff, which becomes stronger when you sleep, is cheaper for these men. But they were just taking a nap, and there was not much time. Besides, Qiye is far away from them, and the bonus to Kakashi and the others is not much, but it is enough. At least Kakashi, Guy, they are full of state, full of vitality, full of strength, full of fighting spirit, sweeping away the previous decadent state, this is enough. Since you are all recovering well, before the sun sets, seal the 3 Tails, and then you can go back to the village and have a good night's sleep. Under Kai's call, the enchantment sealers were full of fighting spirit. The afterglow of the sunset shone on the lake, a golden color. The water and the sky are the same color, and there is also the reflection of Zhou Lukong on the lake. This is to be placed in the world of Qiye, and it is definitely a 5A level scenic spot. There is still a monster like Three Tails living in the lake. It is definitely a world anecdote. Go on anecdotes to explore the mystery, the existence of the Paimonese lake monster. Qiye. How do we seal Three Tails? Kakashi's previous 2 plans failed. This time Qiye came to reinforce them. Kakashi and the others naturally wanted Qiye as the center to hear what he had in mind. You believe my plan? Advertisement. Of course, Qiye, you are younger and more energetic than the people present. Guy showed his classic smile, showing his white teeth, and gave Qiye a thumbs up. Although Asuma was a little unhappy, he couldn't think of a good solution, so he could only listen to Kai's opinion. Not to mention Kakashi, when Qiye made the decision to take a nap first to energize them, he was curious about what Qiye was going to do next. You have sentient ninjas in the enchantment class, right? Just sense the location of the Three Tails, and then Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, you are responsible for leading the Three Tails out of the lake, and the enchantment sealing class is on standby, waiting for my order to seal the Three Tails. Already. This is it. Kakashi looked at each other. You look at me, I look at you. They thought Qiye could come up with something good. Wasn't it the same as their first battle plan? They introduced Three Tails into the enchantment. At that time Kakashi, Guy and they couldn't attack Three Tails. The more you attack the Three Tails, the more frantic it will be, and the easier it will be to break free from the enchantment. At that time, the Three Tails only broke a corner of the 8-person barrier, and the sealing barrier could not be maintained immediately, and then the Three Tails escaped easily. The only difference in Kai's plan now is to keep the sealing enchantment class on standby. It was as if Three Tails would stand there motionless, waiting for the seal of the enchantment class. Why, don't you believe it? Then I'll leave it to you, and I'll go back to sleep. The 8-seal enchantment class smiled respectfully. No, Mr. Qiye, we are already on standby. Guy got into action immediately. Although Kakashi was puzzled, he carried out his mission very quickly. Kakashi, Asuma, Guy jumped to the lake quickly. After a few breaths, the perception ninja of the enchantment class sensed the position of Three Tails. Kakashi-senpai, Asuma-senpai, Guy-senpai, Three Tails are 20 meters northeast of you, about 100 meters from the lake. Qiye smiled lightly. Konoha's ninjas are still well trained. This enchantment class perception type Chunin can perceive the position of the Three Tails within a few breaths, which is quite good. Of course, it's a far cry from him. Qiye also won't ask others with his own standards. Isn't that embarrassing others? Guy hey smile, full of energy. 8 inner gates, 6th gate, open. I saw Guy jump up and punch the lake quickly. The extremely fast fist in the air rubbed a lot of flames and flew into the lake. Oiler. The flames scattered from the fist dyed the sky red, and even the lake surface became extremely red, as blood red as the sunset, as dazzling as the peacock's tail feathers. This is the profound meaning of the 6th gate, facing the peacock. It can be seen that Guy has indeed suffocated his strength and is waiting for this moment to explode. Bang bang bang, the lake surface exploded in an instant, like frying fish. The waves rolled, and the surging sea waves crashed on the rock wall. The scorching high temperature vaporized the water instantly, and puffs of smoke emerged from the lake. You stay away. At this time, Kakashi's right hand flashed with lightning, and with Reikari in his hand, he charged towards the area where Three Tails was. Lightning flashes on the lake, and steam boils. These two strong attacks, like setting off firecrackers during the Chinese New Year, finally woke the Three Tails sleeping at the bottom of the lake. Chapter 94 Advertisement. Under the strong attack of Guy and Kakashi, the entire lake finally became restless. The waves rolled, and the huge waves slapped the stone wall mercilessly. This kind of natural power is comparable to a tsunami, and the sealed barrier class standing on the shore swallowed, his face extremely solemn. The same is true for Kakashi and Guy, their eyes staring at the lake. They had seen the horror of 9 tails, the tail moved and the earth shook. Konoha village was destroyed more than half by 9 tails alone. If it wasn't for 4th Hokage's life-threatening seal, it is unknown whether Konoha village would have survived. Seeing that Kakashi and Guy are both launching their strongest attacks. Asuma is also at the same time as them, and is also a Jonin, so naturally he is not far behind. He picked up the shuriken and quickly threw it in the direction of Three Tails. The movement of his hand couldn't stop, and the seal was quickly formed. Shuriken Shadow Clone Technique. A handful of kunai quickly turned into hundreds and flew into the lake, and they were all real. This is 3rd Hokage's specialty ninjutsu, and as his father's signature ninjutsu, Asuma naturally will. Not only that, every kunai's tail is tied with a detonating charm. Bang 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 bang, there was another series of explosions in the lake, and the waves splashed several feet high with great momentum. Asuma's multi-shuriken detonator attack is not intended to attack the three tails, but to draw out the three tails. Guy, Kakashi, Asuma's continuous attack made the whole lake choppy. Compared to Guy and Kakashi, Asuma's attack is slightly inferior. But in terms of cards and movement, his detonator attack is the most effective. No, a loud roar came from the bottom of the lake. That's exactly what Three Tails calls. Kakashi's attack by the three of them has completely awakened Three Tails. Suddenly, a thick gray carapace appeared on the surface of the lake. Three gray thorny tails emerged from the lake, looking around with one eye closed and the other. From a distance, it is a huge turtle with three tails covered with thorns, which makes people terrified. This is Three Tails. The awakened Three Tails was frantic, took a deep breath and spit it out. A huge amount of water flew directly towards Kakashi, Guy, and Asuma. If you are hit by this giant water bomb, you will be seriously injured if you don't die. At this point Kakashi has revealed the scarlet Sharingan under his forehead protector. Guy, Asuma, get to the shore. The three tails are furious now, and the three of them can't use the sealing technique that is useful to the tailed beasts, so it won't help if they continue to fight. Since the task Qiye gave them was to lead out three tails, they had already done it. The trio's chakra quickly concentrated on the soles of their feet, and the continuous use of the body flicker technique allowed them to dodge the attack of the giant water bomb. Whoa! The giant water bomb hit the cliff and made a loud noise, and the whole earth seemed to tremble at this moment. Asuma was smoking a cigarette and looking grim. Qiye, we have drawn Three Tails out as you said, it's your business. Uchiha Qiye put down his rhetoric in front of them and wanted to draw Three Tails out, but Asuma wanted to see what method he had. If it doesn't work, then the biggest responsibility this time is his reinforcement. Kakashi's heart is full of doubts, but he is also looking forward to Uchiha Kai's next move. Qiye didn't panic and looked at the three tails in the distance. Three tails, it's this little turtle, little sea turtle, what is this little sea turtle? Kakashi and the others were speechless for a moment. If this is a small turtle, what does the big turtle look like in your eyes? The furious three tails glanced around and finally found Qiye and the others. Another giant water bomb shot out. Advertisement, this big water polo is handed over to you, and I'll deal with Three Tails. Qiye moved and disappeared in front of Kakashi and the others in an instant. What followed was that giant water bomb. Cold sweat broke down Kakashi's face. This guy, did he hide so fast? They couldn't dodge, because behind them were the 8 enchantment seal classes, and the seal tail beasts had to rely on them. Snapped, Guy's right fist and left palm meet. Kakashi, Asuma, hand this giant water bomb to me. You protect the people of the seal class, it's time to show my youth. What? Guy roared, his whole body concentrated on his fists. Towards the peacock. Whirring whirring. The splendid flame and the water bomb impacted together, and a low muffled sound erupted instantly. A large amount of water was instantly vaporized by this fiery flame. In a few breaths, Guy's peacock had completely dissipated the giant water bomb. He blocked the water cannon attack of Three Tails by himself. Using the facing peacock twice in a row is a huge drain on Guy's stamina, plus the sequelae of opening Sixth Gate. Guy instantly felt that his body was as heavy as lead. He rested his hands on his knees, breathing heavily. Everyone in the sealing class was completely stunned. Is this senior Guy's physique? It's really amazing. Kakashi's Sharingan stared closely at Guy's back, which was the greatest respect for his lifelong enemy Guy. Kakashi has also practiced 8 inner gates, but even he has only reached the stage of opening the first gate. The practice of 8 inner gates was extremely difficult, but Guy persevered. He was even more surprised when he saw the power that instantly opened the 6th gate Guy. Kakashi has this feeling in his heart, 6th gate is far from Guy's limit. Whether the current Guy can drive to the 8th gate, he doesn't know. However, Kakashi is not discouraged. Everyone has their own way of practicing. Taijutsu is Guy's specialty, and Kakashi has balanced development in the 3 aspects of ninjutsu, especially ninjutsu, which is what he is best at. Because of the existence of Sharingan, Kakashi has copied thousands of ninjutsu, which is also the reason for his title of Konoha's first technician, Cop, Y Ninja Cassie. When everyone was shocked by Guy's physical skills, they didn't know that the lake was calm at this time. When they came to their senses, Three Tails was floating on the lake, as if asleep. What's the situation? Where's Qiye? Where did Qiye go? At this time, Qiye was standing on the huge turtle shell of Three Tails and waving to Kakashi and the others. Hey, Kakashi-senpai, let the seal Madara's seal Three Tails. The 8 people in the sealing class look at me and I look at you, all with blank expressions. Also confirmed with Kakashi. Kakashi-senpai, did Kie-sama tell us to go over and seal the Three Tails? Kakashi. Yes. From a distance, The only remaining eye of Three Tails was closed and motionless. Qiye jumped up and down on it without the slightest effect. Is that why Hokage-sama called Qiye here, and how did he do it? Chapter 95. Advertisement. Lord Qiye actually quieted the violent Three Tails. Is this kind of thing really possible? The 8 ninjas from the sealed barrier class were completely stunned. Unbelievable. When Qiye called them, they thought they were in a dream. Kakashi-senpai, did Qiye-sama ask us to seal Three Tails? Yes, yes. Kakashi froze in place, wearing a mask. He couldn't see any expression. The Scarlet Sharingan was full of wonder. As a Jonin, having performed many missions and participated in the Third Ninja World War, Kakashi's ability to accept in his heart is not comparable to that of ordinary ninjas. Come on, while the Three Tails are quiet, hurry up and seal them. Yes, Kakashi-senpai. The 8 ninjas from the sealed barrier class rushed over quickly. The smoke in Asuma's mouth was almost exhausted, and he never took a breath and let it burn. Hey, Kakashi, did you see that? Uchiha Qiye really quieted Three Tails. Yeah, at least that's what it looks like at the moment. How on earth did he do it? Three Tails were in a frenzy just a few minutes ago. I don't know. We can go and ask him. Now I understand why Lord Hokage let him come alone. That is absolute trust, otherwise 5th Hokage would not have let Uchiha Qiye come. Ah, it hurts. A scream suddenly came from Asuma, which made Kakashi beside him startled. What's the matter, Asuma? Asuma lit another cigarette just now, because his attention was all on Uchiha Kai's side, and he didn't even look at the cigarette in his hand. What was in the mouth was the burning part, which almost broke his tongue. Smoking in reverse. Kakashi has black lines all over his face. What kind of lousy really has what kind of son? 3rd Hokage is an old smoker, and Asuma is probably more serious than 3rd generation. Guy, take a rest here. Asuma and I go to Kia's side to see. Well, let's go. I used the peacock body twice and that's it. It seems that my youth is not enough. I must strengthen my practice. Guy was lying on the ground, and now he felt as heavy as lead. Kakashi and Asuma followed the seal formation team to check the status of Three Tails. The 8 members of the sealing barrier class had already set up a stance to surround the Three Tails. The squad leader looked at the behemoth Three Tails and swallowed, still feeling very uneasy. Master Qiye, are you sure that Three Tails won't wake up? Why, you don't believe me or don't believe in your own seal barrier? This. Qiye continued. As a ninja, you must take a second chance. This is an opportunity. Are you still ninjas who are afraid of this? Qiye was right, but the power of the 8-tailed beasts was too shocking. I'm sorry, Master Qiye, it's our fault. We immediately cast the sealing technique. The 8 people quickly formed a seal, and in an instant, an open and bright barrier enveloped Three Tails, with a large seal written in the center of the barrier. One of them took out the 8 treasure pot, which was the container that sealed Three Tails. Because Three Tails was discovered suddenly, Konoha couldn't find the most suitable Jinchuriki temporarily. You can only seal the Three Tails in a container first, and then slowly find the most suitable Jinchuriki. If you want to control the power of the tailed beast, you must have the container of Jinchuriki. The entire sealing process takes about half an hour. At this time, Kakashi and Asuma also jumped on the back of Three Tails, and it was quite comfortable to see Qiye lying on the back of Three Tails full of thorns with Erlang's legs crossed. Advertisement. The two looked at each other, and finally Kakashi spoke first. Qiye, how did you quiet the Three Tails? You're curious, and you're curious too. Qiye glanced at Kakashi, Asuma, and at the 8 people standing on the water. They nodded in agreement. It's very simple. Have you forgotten who I am? Who are you? Everyone is puzzled. Aren't you Uchiha Qiye? Who else could it be? Kakashi's scarlet Sharingan froze suddenly, as if thinking of something. I used my eyes to quiet the Three Tails. Qiye continued, and the black pupils suddenly turned into blood-red Sharingan. The Sharingan of the Uchiha clan. Somehow, Sharingan is the symbol of the Uchiha family. But they were surprised when they met Qiye's Sharingan for the first time. Needless to say, Kakashi, who owns Sharingan, is the only one who understands how difficult it is to use Sharingan proficiently. And his Sharingan is not the original one, and he is not the body of the Uchiha family, so the burden on his body is even greater when using Sharingan. Uchiha Qiye, the orthodox Uchiha clan. In this ninja world, apart from the 2 brothers Uchiha Itachi and Sasuke, he is the only one. Kakashi's Sharingan currently does not have the pupil power to control the tailed beast. This made him feel that if he played against Qiye again, he might not be his opponent anymore. The same is true for Asuma. Uchiha is synonymous with genius. Seeing Uchiha Qiye who has Sharingan, the gap in his heart is even bigger. When 3rd Hokage was still around, he was Sarutobi Asuma and had the title Son of Hokage. The current 5th Hokage, Tsunade, has nothing to do with the Sarutobi clan except for being a disciple of the third Hokage. Asuma lost the Hokage background, and now Qiye is a consultant. In terms of strength and background, Asuma is no match for the current Uchiha Qiye. Thinking of this, he could only smile bitterly in his heart. The seal is still continuing, and the majestic chakra visible to the naked eye of the Three Tails is continuously gathering into the 8 treasure pot. The huge body of Three Tails is slowly shrinking. At this point Kakashi covered the Sharingan with the forehead protector. He can no longer see Qiye with normal eyes. There are records in the history of Konoha. Throughout the ages, only the Sharingan of Uchiha Madara has tamed the tails, or 9 tails. Madara used Sharingan to tame 9 tails, and control 9 tails and first Hokage to fight a century battle in the Valley of the End. And now Uchiha Qiye's pupil power can make 3 tails quiet. What kind of power is that? Although the power of 3 tails is not comparable to that of 9 tails, it is also a tailed beast. And now Uchiha Qiye can tame 3 tails. Thinking of this, Kakashi was shocked. Maybe Uchiha Qiye can become a ninja surpassing Uchiha Madara. The reason why Uchiha is called a genius family is that powerful ninjas appear almost every other generation. Uchiha Kagami, Uchiha Fugaku, Uchiha Shisui, Uchiha Itachi and many more. And the Senju clan, which is named after it, has been in decline since the first Hokage. Kakashi thought for a while, if Qiye's current pupil power could control 9 tails. That is undoubtedly an absolute benefit to Konoha. At that time, I will no longer be afraid of tailed beasts rioting in the village. Chapter 96. Advertisement. Kakashi glanced at the lazy Qiye and saw him yawning on his thorny back. As a ninja, Qiye behaves so strangely that Kakashi can't figure out what he's going to do next. There is such a ninja in the village, I don't know if it is a blessing or a curse. Kakashi shook his head and sighed. Ah la la. Qiye gave a long yawn. Kakashi, Asuma, why don't you take a break here? It's still sealed for a long time. Kakashi. No, Asuma and I are patrolling around here to prevent others from disturbing the seal. Before they finished speaking, they already heard Kia's slight snoring. Hey, Kakashi is too weird, isn't he getting enough sleep every day? Asuma even had the illusion that Uchiha Qiye slept as often as he smoked. I just don't know how many cigarettes this is, which is outrageous. Kakashi. Don't ask me, I don't even know. Qiye arrived here at noon and just used Sharingan again, he really needs to rest. Kakashi can't think of anything else but this explanation. Guy rests on the shore, Qiye rests on Three Tails' back. Kakashi and Asuma patrolled the area, while the 8 Anbu barrier class ninjas were engrossed in maintaining the seal. This time, they don't allow any mistakes. Time passed by minute. When Qiye woke up, the sun had already set. The huge body of Three Tails was gone, and now Qiye was lying on the lake. Three Tails has been completely sealed in the 8 treasure pot. How long have I slept? You woke up shortly after we finished the seal. It's been dozens of minutes. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations to host for completing a sleeping experience on the back of Three Tails close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket spirit, strength, chakra restored to a state of perfection close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket get some Three Tails chakra close black lens bracket. Knowing the name of Three Tails, Isofu, and at the same time being recognized by Three Tails Isofu. Acquire some water style ninjutsu. Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan side effects -100 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Susanoo activation level, 10% close black lens bracket. Qiye. FK. The 8 people from the sealing barrier class looked at Qiye at the same time. What do you mean? Master Qiye, did you find anything? Seeing their suspicious expressions, Qiye couldn't help but smile. No, it's all right, I just finished the task for us, I just cheered excitedly. Ow. Qiye brought too many surprises to the 8 people in the seal enchantment class, and they all took it for granted. This feeling is really rewarding. The corners of Qiye's mouth rose slightly. Sure enough, if he sleeps on Three Tails, he has a great chance to acquire abilities related to Three Tails. The name of the Three Tails. Qiye said that even if you don't tell me, I'll know. Being approved by Three Tails means that he can communicate with Three Tails normally. With Qiye's sleeping power for many years, he can control 9 tails long ago, just 3 tails, no problem. When Madara came to control 9 tails, he was already an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and the eyes of his younger brother Izuna were transplanted. The road to becoming stronger can be described as very hard. The same is true for Obito, who only learned how to control 9 tails under the guidance of the elderly Madara. Advertisement. Compared to these 2 Uchiha predecessors, Qiye is much more relaxed. After sleeping for so long, it should be. Of course, the later Sasuke only glanced at the old man of 6 paths after getting the cheat, and all the 9-tailed beasts were attacked. Hiei has no chance now. If he has the chance, he can try it to see if he can make 9-tailed beasts pregnant at the same time. No, it was an illusion at the same time. These are nothing. What Qiye cares about most is Susanoo. Although his left and right eyes are already Mangekyo Sharingan, Susanoo still hasn't come out. Now he can see it. The activation level is only 10%. It seems that there is still a long way to go when it comes to sleeping. With Susanoo, Qiye will have his own Gundam. Standing in Susanoo and looking down at all beings, the feeling is exciting when you think about it. Uchiha Madara's Susanoo is blue, Sasuke's Susanoo is purple, and Itachi's Susanoo is red. Needless to say, Shisui's Susanoo is the color of forgiveness, green. Susanoo can be said to be the embodiment of his own chakra, but Qiye is looking forward to what color his Susanoo will be. As for water style, Qiye saw water style, water dragon bomb, water style, water shark bomb, water style, waterfall technique and so on. These water style ninjutsu are icing on the cake. Although Qiye is not commonly used, it is better than nothing. Qiye stood up and stretched a long lazy waist. The 8 people in the ceiling barrier class maintained the ceiling barrier for half an hour, which was a huge drain on their spirit, physical strength, and chakra. Kakashi and the others decided to rest in the wooden house for another night and set off back to Konoha in the morning. Under the stars, Qiye was lying on the roof of the wooden house looking at the beautiful night view, and couldn't sleep. Suddenly, a low and harsh voice entered his ears. "Hey, little devil, what are you doing to seal me?" Qiye took a closer look. The voice came from the 8 treasure pot, and it was Three Tails calling him. And it seemed that only he could hear the sound. The black pupils instantly turned into scarlet Sharingan, and Kia's spirit entered the 8 treasure pot. Just like when Naruto returned from practice and met Sasuke for the first time, Sasuke saw 9 tails in Naruto's body with Sharingan and entered Naruto's spiritual world. Kia's consciousness instantly came to the 8 treasure pot, and when he saw this big copper yellow eye staring at him, it was Three Tails. At this time, the appearance of Three Tails was a little embarrassed, and his whole body was bound by countless chains, especially the 3 tails, which were bound by 3 huge giant chains. The current 3 tails, it is very difficult to move even a little bit. To be born as a tailed beast is really miserable. "Hey, boy, what do you want to do with your Konoha's ninja seal?" Three Tails' voice came again with a hint of anger. "Oh, find a human who can be your vessel, and let him be a Jinchuriki." Qiye speaks out bluntly and speaks clearly. "Cut, that's how you humans are, always trying to control our power, that little girl, and Yagura too." Little girl, Three Tails is naturally Rin Nohara. Lin was also forced to become the Jinchuriki of Three Tails. "Little devil, don't be so troublesome, I think you're good, just seal me in your body, I can let you completely control my power, how about it?" "No, I don't want to," Qiye said softly. The huge pupils of Three Tails suddenly widened. Rejected, a human kid actually rejected it, rejected this powerful power. Ha ha, Three Tails burst out laughing. It had a good impression of Qiye, and it allowed him to completely control his power, but he was ignored. Doesn't he know how terrifying the power of their tailed beasts is? Boy, are you sure? Well, I'm pretty sure. Chapter 97. Advertisement. Boy, are you sure? Well, I'm pretty sure. At this moment, Three Tails was stunned. The power of the tailed beast is something that humans can only dream of. The Three Tails know that the only 2 Jinchuriki from Cloud Shinobi can fully use the power of the tails now. It wanted to entrust its power to the recognized kid in front of it, but it was rejected. Three Tails Isozuke, it's inconvenient for you, let's change the conversation to a more comfortable way. A look of ice appeared in Kia's eyes. Three Tails felt the surrounding temperature drop suddenly, and the chill it felt was even colder than it was in the deep water cold pool. In the next instant, the chains that bound it quickly formed ice cubes. Even the 3 giant chains were frozen. Click, click, click. What followed was the sound of ice cubes shattering, like a mirror shattering. The ice cubes that had frozen the chains shattered one after another. The chains disappeared along with the shattered ice cubes, and the 3 giant chains instantly turned to dust. Yoa. Three Tails stretched out his huge body, very relaxed. Qiye can instantly release its restraint, which makes it unexpected. Isofuji, since you think I'm good, I won't let you be bound by this chain, of course I can't be your Jinchuriki. Little devil, without the shackles of this chain, aren't you afraid that I will break free from the seal? Without the shackles of this chain, with the power of Three Tails, it can break through the seal of the 8 treasure pot in a few breaths. I advise you not to do this. Kia's scarlet pupils have already appeared black hook jade. Cut. In front of these eyes, Three Tails Isofu is helpless, unable to exert his strength. Just outside it was controlled by Kia's Sharingan, which recognized Kia's strength. These eyes are the eyes that the 6 Paths old man once had, and they are the natural enemies of their tailed beasts. Seeing that Three Tails didn't move, Qiye smiled. In front of these eyes, Three Tails really had nothing to do. As soon as it wants to break the seal, Qiye can immediately control it with Sharingan. Okay, Three Tails, now we can talk on an equal footing. The bronze eyes of Three Tails re-examined the man with the Sharingan in front of him. This man is more elusive than the Sage of Six Paths who created it. While inside Sage of Six Paths, Three Tails can see the desires of the Six Paths old man. When inside Nohara Rin's body, it can also see the little girl's desire to protect the village. Desires, good or bad, are available to everyone. It can sense that the kid in front of him also has desire, but he just can't see it, which is even more mysterious than the old Six Paths man. At this point, Three Tails himself felt incredible. If their tailed beasts are sealed in the human body, they can use this desire to seize the human body and free themselves. Nine Tails does just that. It thought the same thing when it was inside Lin and Yagura. No, Lin and Yagura are both dead. The Three Tails are now free, but Kurigakure wants to control its power and will definitely seal it up. That lake is not an absolutely safe place, and it's only a matter of time before Miss Shinobi finds it. Okay, kid, what are you talking about? Isofu, we will find someone in Konoha as Jinchuriki to be your container. Of course, just like now, you won't be bound, you are quite free, it should be no different from you in the lake. Quote. Advertisement. Correspondingly, your power is to be used by Jinchuriki. That sounds good, kid, what if I don't agree? Qiye spread his hands. Then there's no other way, I can only add a chain to you and forcibly seal it. You were once sealed in the fourth Mizukage. You should have a deep feeling about this. You are not a long-term solution to staying in that lake. Sooner or later, the people of Miss Shinobi will find you and seal you. Which of the two is better? Should understand. Qiye is right. For thousands of years, although the power of their tailed beasts is strong, humans have also found a way to deal with them. In addition to Qiye's naturally suppressed pupil power, there is also a sealing technique that binds them, which is also something that tailed beasts can't resist. Stronger than Nine Tails, it was also sealed by the sealing technique of the Uzumaki clan, not to mention other tailed beasts. Three Tails was silent for a moment. It had already made a choice when Qiye unchained it and spoke to him on an equal footing. After that, it's just to find a step down for my own Tsunere. Okay, kid, I promise you. Well, not bad. Qiye patted it and smiled with satisfaction. By the way, if there is a day when there is no ninja looking for the tailed beast, you can return to nature if you want. Qiye continued. Three Tails isn't looking forward to that. For thousands of years since the death of Sage of Six Paths, humans and ninjas have sought to control the power of the tailed beast. There will be a day when humans and tailed beasts coexist peacefully. Three Tails doesn't aspire, it just lives in the moment. The kid in front of him is the second human being that Three Tails doesn't hate besides Sage of Six Paths. No, the old man from Six Paths can no longer be said to be human. So it chose to trust Qiye. Not being bound in a Jinchuriki is really no different than being in a lake. Furthermore, in the body of Jinchuriki you can see many different things with Jinchuriki, which is a good choice. The reason why Qiye doesn't want to be the tailed beast Jinchuriki is because his current strength doesn't need the power of the tailed beast at all. His chakra has also reached the level of a tailed beast. According to his estimation, after sleeping for so long, his chakra may have reached the amount of yin and yang nine tails combined. Of course, this is just an estimate, and yin yang nine tails is not there, so it's not easy to compare. Another most important reason is that if he becomes a Jinchuriki, he will always have a pair of eyes watching him, and he doesn't like the feeling of being watched. Especially when doing something indescribable, with a pair of eyes looking at you, can you continue to do it, even though it's just an animal? Like Nine Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Mito and Senju Hashirama, Nine Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Kushina and Namikaze Minato. Nine Tails should be used to this kind of thing. Okay, Gifu, without the chains, this space is yours, I'm going back to rest. Three Tails huge glance slightly. Seeing Qiye's disappearing back, he said with great interest. This little devil is really unusual, unfortunately, he can't be sealed in his physical strength, otherwise, with his strength, no one should disturb my rest. After saying Three Tails, he closed his bronze eyes. If One Tail and Nine Tails heard what Three Tails said, they would definitely ridicule him. Just this, or a tailed beast, licking humans like this. Should you be shameless, Gifu, you can't wait to be sealed by humans. That's right, although the old man doesn't like that civet cat, but Gifu's behavior has completely disgraced our tailed beast. Our tailed beast has been kneeling in front of the ninja for a long time, can't we stand up? ... And so on and so forth. In the end, Tsunere's One Tail and Nine Tails also said they were really fragrant. Gaara and Naruto liked it at the same time. Maka's law says that neither ninjas nor tailed beasts can escape. Chapter 98. Advertisement. Early the next morning, Kakashi and the others were woken up by the shouting of the sealed barrier class. How is this possible? How so? Kakashi's dead fish eyes didn't seem to wake up, and he was confused by these people's calls. Guy. Hey, what's the matter with you guys? Are you making such a fuss? Are you showing your youth? Everyone was surprised and had a bitter look on their faces. Guy senpai, Kakashi senpai, it's not good. The seal we put in the 8 treasure pot seems to have been broken free by 3 tails. What? Kakashi and the others lost sleep when they heard this, and the 3 tails, which was finally sealed, let it escape again. Isn't this a waste of hard work, and it won't be so easy to do it again. Then the 3 tails have escaped or what? This is the strangest place. 3 tails are still inside, and they haven't escaped from the 8 treasure pot. What? Both Guy and Kakashi were stunned at this moment. Without the restraints in the 8 treasures pot, it stands to reason that it should be easy for 3 tails to break through the 8 treasures pot. But what's going on with 3 tails still in the pot? Don't worry, the 3 tails won't escape, and don't apply the seal chain anymore. Qiye explained to them that it was too late last night, Kakashi and the others were all asleep, and they didn't want to disturb them. 7. Master Qiye, are you sure? The other party is a tailed beast. Holding a 3 tails that can break the seal at any time makes the people in the seal class feel very terrified. It's like holding a bomb on your body and don't know when it will explode. They thought that if the 3 tails were rushing out of the village, they would be the sinners of Konoha. This situation has to be prevented. Don't worry, the tailed beasts are very easy to communicate with. Isn't there a perfect Jinchuriki in Cloud Shinobi Village? The 3 tails won't come out. If anything happens, I'll be responsible. Qiye's attitude is firm. In their eyes, Qiye used to look lazy. They have hardly seen this serious look now. No seal. The people in the sealing class still wanted to say something and finally swallowed it. The advisors have said so, you just do it. Asuma urged from the side. This time the seal of 3 tails Qiye was the first effort, and it was also Qiye's order not to seal the 3 tails. Asuma looked like he wanted to watch the fun. 3 tails didn't escape, but if they escaped, it was his responsibility as Qiye said. If it really happens, it can only be said that Qiye wins, Qiye loses. Kakashi, Asuma, Guy all nodded their heads, and the seal class could only agree. Kakashi, Guy, you take 3 tails back to the village. I won't be with you after the mission is completed. I will go back to the village and report the mission to Lord Hokage. Well, Qiye, be careful on the road. Looking at Qiye's back, everyone in the enchantment class muttered, how long do you think it will take for Lord Qiye to return to the village this time? I don't know, tomorrow. I think at his pace, it's here tonight. No, our information was sent out at night. Master Qiye will arrive at noon the next day. I think he will be able to return to the village at noon today. At noon, you can fly when you are Master Qiye, this is the border of the land of water. Advertisement. The discussion in the enchantment class also aroused Guy's interest. Kakashi, should we take another bet on when Qiye will return to the village? Kakashi waved his hand. Guy, play this kind of boring game slowly, and we'll leave for the village. When they all guess 1 day, half a day. Qiye, who walked out of the wooden house, returned to his home in an instant. When everything is ready, head to the Hokage building. In Kakashi they just left not long ago. 4 figures stood on the calm lake. One of the blue silhouettes, a woman with a proud figure, is quite conspicuous, it is Terumi Mei. Since the 3 missed shinobi Anbu on duty in the land of water have not returned, they came here to check the situation. Wanyu, are you sure that Wooly and the others are on duty near here? You can't be wrong, Terumi Mei-sama, their mission is to patrol this area, and I can't perceive their chakra anymore. Can't perceive chakra. Terumi Mei's group of 4 looked quite solemn. If you can't perceive chakra, except that he is not within the range of perception, there is only one possibility, that is, he is dead. The dead do not have chakra flowing. Terumi Mei bit her red lips, an ominous premonition arose. Damn it, if only Ao was here, his white eyes could still check. Suddenly, a mist shinobi Anbu looked deep into the forest. Can't be wrong, it's the smell of blood. He is a scout ninja and is extremely sensitive to the smell of blood. He could smell even the blood that had been left for a week. Lord Terumi Mei, there seems to be an abnormality in the direction of 4 o'clock 500 meters away from us. Huan Yu, did you still smell blood? It's right to bring you here. When they came to the depths of the forest, they found the bodies of the 3 ninjas from 10 meters deep underground. What is this? There is no doubt that the 3 missed shinobi ninjas are dead. And it was buried 10 meters deep underground to prevent others from being easily discovered. This method is very obscure, and it can kill the 3 of them. The other party is at least a Jonin level ninja. When they saw the gestures of the 3, they were completely stunned. The gestures of the three are surprisingly the same, can't be wrong, similar to the logo of Konoha Shinobi Village. Damn it, was it killed by the Konoha Shinobi? How could they be here? This gesture will not be fake, they are unified by Kurigakure. If there is no hope of escape, use gestures to make enemy messages. More than just gestures, one of the ninjas has the words Three Tails on it. Sir Terumi Mei, the village has investigated, and some people have seen Three Tails haunting this lake. Konoha Shinobi happened to be here by accident. Are they trying to snatch the Three Tails and be discovered by our people and then kill them? That's the only explanation. Maybe the Three Tails have been brought back by Konoha's ninjas. Huan Yu, don't be nervous, the tailed beast is not so easy to catch, let's settle these three people first. Yes, Terumi Mei-sama. Kurigakure had discovered the traces of the Three Tails long ago, and the delay in sending ninjas to seal it was because of the relationship between Blood Mist and Fourth Mizukage. Mist Shinobi's system of cannibalism overshadows the village with a blood fog, coupled with the death of Fourth Mizukage. The village is in a period of adjustment, recovery, and development, and there is no energy to manage Three Tails at all. The 7 ninja swordsmen have fallen apart, and there are not many elite ninjas left. The matter of sealing Three Tails has been dragged on and off, and it is now. What they never expected was that Three Tails was actually cut off by Konoha. Chapter 99. Advertisement. What Terumi Mei and the others never expected was that Three Tails was cut off by Konoha. Konoha snatched things from the land of water. It would definitely be a shame for Mist Shinobi if this spread in the ninja world. Damn it, the Konoha group of guys, have the Three Tails been sealed away? It's very possible, Lord Terumi Mei, that I can no longer perceive the huge chakra of Three Tails. Suddenly, another ninja wearing the mask of Mist Shinobi Anbu appeared in front of Terumi Mei. Sir Terumi Mei, I found a wooden house deep in the forest, and there are traces of people living in it. Kabuto went around. Terumi Mei and his party came to the wooden house again. The tailed beast is an existence that balances the power of various countries. Now that Mist Shinobi has no Three Tails, it is a great loss to them. Even if it is wild and uncontrolled, but the deterrent is still there, it is better than giving it to others. Over and over again, he reduced himself and strengthened Konoha's strength. Damn, it's Konoha, he actually did such a stealing thing. Huan Yu, you should report this to the master first. Understood, Terumi Mei-sama. Phantom Moon, can you perceive the chakra of Konoha Shinobi? No, I've been sensing it since I came here, presumably they've moved away from here, beyond my range of perception. Terumi Mei is a strong woman. If Mist Shinobi experienced the blood fog and the death of Fourth Mizukage, the village's elite ninjas were insufficient and her strength was greatly weakened. Otherwise, she would have led a group of ninjas to catch up long ago, so there is no need to look ahead like this now. Because of the country's policy of seclusion and village closure, outsiders rarely know the specific situation of Kurigakure. The current Kurigakure has just come out of the blood fog, and doesn't want to have friction with other shinobi villages. At this time, Konoha came to the door first. Now that Mist Shinobi's affairs are decided by the master, Terumi Mei resists the urge. And just like that, the group returned to Kurigakure. This time, Konoha sealed the action of Three Tails. Fortunately, Qiye went to the reinforcements. If other ninjas come for reinforcements, they will arrive today. If the Three Tails were only sealed today, they would meet Terumi Mei and the others, so the battle was inevitable. Terumi Mei is a candidate for the 5th Mizukage, and her strength is terrifying. Whether Kakashi and the others can withstand it is a question. If this matter expands, it might be a war between the land of fire and the land of water. At that time, Kakashi, Asuma, they killed 3 Mist Shinobi Anbu just for a simple deal. Kakashi buried their bodies 10 meters deep underground with earth style, and then helped the enchantment class to seal the Three Tails, too late to do other processing. The Anbu led by Terumi Mei has many special abilities, and one of the scout ninjas is extremely sensitive to blood, which led them to find the body. The land of fire, Konoha village. Qiye, so soon, what about Kakashi? Tsunade looked very surprised. He only called Qiye to reinforce yesterday, but he didn't expect to come back today. In fact, as long as Qiye thought about it, he could have come back yesterday. Qiye, how is the mission accomplished? Lord Hokage, don't you feel relieved that I'm here? Three Tails are already in hand. Who should you think is suitable to be the Jinchuriki of Three Tails? Ha ha ha. Tsunade suddenly looked up to the sky and laughed. Sure enough, I am Hokage wise, it's right to send you, but the mission has been completed. Why haven't Kakashi and the others come back? They're going to be tomorrow. I'll be back first. Tsunade got out of his seat and circled around Qiye, looking him up and down. The mission is completed so quickly, why haven't Kakashi and the others come back? This is Konoha, do you know how far it is? Do you think they can fly? Qiye stepped aside and lay down on the chair. Advertisement. So kid, why did you come back so soon? You forgot, how did I bring you and Shizune to Konoha and how did I get back? Oh, Tsunade's small mouth opened into an O shape, and he thought of it instantly. This little devil seems to be similar to Flying Thunder God's time-space ninjutsu. Tsunade doesn't know how it was done. Anyway, it's not Flying Thunder God. Hey, boy, why didn't you bring Kakashi and the others back? Please, Miss Tsunade, my mission is to help them seal the three tails. Now that the mission is complete, as ninjas, do they even need to be carried when they walk? Also, my speed is my patent, I can't take it if I want, or people will die. Miss Tsunade's face twitched when he heard those words. Okay, the task is done. Qiye can say too much, but she can't say it. By the way, Lord Hokage, I am the first to do this S-rank mission, don't forget it. If I don't go, Kakashi and the others can't seal it. Qiye said calmly. Tsunade pouted. The kid's tone was like an order, and it felt like he was Hokage. Tsunade couldn't help but wonder if he was a fake Hokage. Seeing Qiye doing nothing, Tsunade smiled slyly. Hey, boy, there are several casinos in Konoha where I won hundreds of thousands. Would you like to see my amazing luck and my superb gambling skills? Qiye scanned Tsunade's body. Has Tsunade evolved to be fierce and brainy? Aren't you still working and have time? Tsunade smiled. With a bang, the clone came out. There haven't been many things in the village recently, and I'm not busy now, just leave the work to the clone. Separate work. It seems that this is not a precedent set by Naruto, Tsunade has already planned to do so. You're so laid back as a Hokage. Tsunade frowned, holding a small fist, ready to try. Little devil, what do you know, I've been working for so long, it's time to relax. It is a rare pleasure for Tsunade to take time away from work. At this time, Shizune, who was holding the dolphin, walked in. Looking at the two Tsunades, she understood in an instant. Master Tsunade, are you sure you want to go out? It's okay, there are not many things to do in the village now, and there are no tasks. The most important thing at the moment is Kakashi's task, which has been completed. On the way back, you can take a rest. Then Master Qiye, are you going too? Well, I dare not disobey Lord Hokage's orders. Besides, she always wants to go beyond being a teacher and wants me to be a witness. It's okay, Shizune, let them go. Tsunade's clone said the same. Shizune let out a long sigh. Master Tsunade, you have to come back early. Dolphin. Buzz, flutter, flutter, flutter. Seeing Tsunade's appearance, she was determined to go, and 10 cows couldn't hold her back. This is like a child who loves to play games. After finishing all the homework and difficult problems, when they encounter simple ones, they want to play a game first. Qiye smiled. Lord Hokage, but you look like this, are you afraid that others won't recognize you? Chapter 100. Advertisement. Tsunade naturally couldn't enter the casino with such a swagger, hearing Qiye say so. She pointed to her forehead with her thumb and smiled. Transform. Tsunade, who was only in her 20s and 30s, turned into a teenage girl. This is the head office, but I cheated several million taels from the creditor with this appearance, although I lost it all in the end. Tsunade can be said to be a must when it comes to avoiding debt. She hasn't changed in any way, from an old lady in her 70s or 80s to a little girl in her 70s or 80s. He has deceived the creditor in this way, and also used this appearance to smash a handful of the creditor's wool. When she became a little girl, she deceived the creditors that there was gold mine on the mountain and told them to dig, thus defrauding them of all their money. Okay. Everything is ready, kid, let's go. Tsunade swishes and jumps out the back window of Hokage's office. Uchiha Qiye followed immediately. Tsunade's avatar was sitting in Hokage's seat and looking at the documents. He glanced at Shizune and said, Shizune, you are so tired holding the dolphin, you should also sit and rest, and when the sun goes down, we will get off work. Shizune. It didn't take long for Tsunade and Qiye to arrive at the door of the casino. This casino is a black casino, no matter how old you are. As long as you have money, you can enter. Tsunade showed the owner the tens of thousands of taels he had brought, and the casino owner immediately smiled and let her in. Qiye is even more so, now he has only a few 100,000 taels on him, and there are tens of millions of taels left at home. The owner of the casino immediately sent Qiye Gong in, and was overjoyed. These two little devils are so rich, it seems that the other guests are going to make a lot of money. The duo Tsunade and Qiye went around the casino. He asked softly, Little devil, what are you going to bet on? Qiye. I won't bet anymore. Didn't you say you want to show your gambling skills? I'm here to see you bet. Uchiha Qiye is Tsunade's biggest opponent. If he doesn't gamble, Tsunade can collect money recklessly. Okay, treat Shibi with admiration for 3 days. You'll be able to see my superb gambling skills later, and I'll pay for the wine after the bet. Tsunade took out a bag of money and immediately caught the eyes of other gamblers. Those greedy eyes can't wait to turn the money into his own at once. Hey, little girl, if you want to come and gamble with us, you might win a lot of money. Well, then I'll take a look. Tsunade smiled. These wolves belong to her and no one could touch them. This is a big bet and a small bet. Tsunade was crushed at the first hand, directly 10,000 taels. Everyone else burst into laughter. Tisk tisk, a kid is a kid, whether it's a man or a woman, it's really like money falling from the sky, it's 10,000 taels if you press it. Others are a few hundred, and there are a few of 1 or 2,000. There is no one over 5,000, and only one Tsunade is over 10,000. A strange light flashed in Tsunade's beautiful eyes. Open in 20 seconds. However, at this time, she used her ability to predict. 30 seconds is enough. She has seen the result of the opening, that is big. Otherwise, he wouldn't be pressured 10,000 or 10,000. Banker. Okay, buy and leave, now open. Big. Woo. There was an exclamation at the scene, it was really big. This kid is so lucky, he actually made him a good start. Advertisement. The little guy looks so unique, it's the first time, it should be lucky. Some people who were crushed by Tsunade even laughed from ear to ear. Sure enough, I bought it for the first time with the kid, I was so lucky. Several gamblers have discovered such a truth. That is the first time a young man buys, he doesn't need to worry about anything, just follow him to buy, and 9 out of 10 you will make a profit. They don't know what metaphysics there is in it. Anyway, the first time they buy it, the probability of winning is 70%. Don't ask why, just ask, it's luck, it's Emperor O. Tsunade grinned, revealing a treacherous smile. Excited inside. That's right, it's this feeling of winning money, she hasn't experienced this feeling for a long time. The last time I won when I first came to Konoha, I attended the funeral of the third generation, and I was very busy with the affairs of the village. It had been a month, and after so long, for the second time, she won again. Tsunade put the money in his arms and winked at Qiye. It's like saying, well, it's a good win, it's the first time I feel the money is so easy to earn. This time Tsunade had a showdown, and the feeling of winning was the best, she didn't want to lose. 10 minutes later, the game of betting big and betting small was dissolved. Basically Tsunade won by himself. Some people are happy and some are sad, and most people are sad. Those people all looked at Tsunade with astonishment. This brat, why is your luck so good? Yeah, he wins every time he pushes, how could there be such a lucky person? I've been by her side all the time, and I haven't seen her come out, and the dealer is an old acquaintance of ours. It's impossible to cheat us with a little girl. These people really can't figure out how there can be someone who wins all the time. Staring at Tsunade, there was a lot of discussion. Tsunade didn't care about the gossip and turned to look at the other game. Cough cough. Small. Realizing that the words were wrong, he changed his words immediately. Brother, let's go, the next one. Tsunade is naturally Qiye. The current Tsunade is like the boss of the underworld, with high spirits and a younger brother, not to mention how majestic. As for Qiye, she quietly watched her pretending to be forceful. After all, Tsunade used to be a loser in the casino, but now she is a winner, so naturally she has to pretend to be a good one. Tsunade walked to the poker table under the surprised eyes of everyone. This time, the loser looked at Tsunade carefully. They thought that Tsunade's win was not that common, and that there must be 1,000. Now they are detectives, looking for evidence. Once the evidence is found, they can not only get their lost money back, but also count and divide Tsunade's own money. Little devil, don't let us catch it. The people at the poker table saw Tsunade come with a bag of money, and he had the same smile on his face as the previous ones. Yo, little girl, you've won so much money, you're lucky, are you going to play cards now? The same smile, the same face, it's so real. Remember this smile, after the bet, they should have the same expression of wanting to cry as those before. What they don't know is that the big fat sheep in the gambling world has detached itself from evolution. Evolved into a disciple of gambling god Yi, gambling gang. The god of gamblers will win every gamble in the night, and her disciples will not be too bad. Sure enough, 20 minutes later, the faces of these people all changed. I can't see a single smiley face from before. Tsunade picked up a bag of money and said lightly with a smile, sorry, I won again. Chapter 101. Advertisement. Tsunade, who was holding the money, said with a smile. Sorry, I won again. Call. Everyone sucked in a breath of cold air, and the scene suddenly became extremely quiet, and the nervous heartbeat of people could be vaguely heard. In less than half an hour, Tsunade had already won hundreds of thousands. What are you doing? Go ahead, the next one, maybe you will win the next one. Everyone's faces twitched, and Tsunade just said the same thing, always the next one. Since Tsunade joined until now, She has always been winning, and no one else has a chance to win at all. When Tsunade said to continue, no one dared to answer. Those who watched it before were already stunned, they were watching Tsunade's operation all the way. It can be said that there is no dead angle in 360 degrees, and Tsunade has no chance of making a grand. But the reality is so weird, they didn't see Tsunade out, but she did win every hand, never lost once. This little girl, what the hell is going on, how can you win all of them? Yeah, I've been gambling for so many years, I've seen them win, but I haven't seen them win all of them. He won't be out of the money, will he? Impossible, with so many people watching, it's impossible for her to make a fool of herself. The dealer, say, did you collude with this brat, and you will share our money with you 50 to 50% after the success. ... The banker was in pain, and he didn't know what was going on. After being a dealer for so many years, this is the first time he has met such a lucky person. I'm wronged, everyone, I've known you all for a long time, and you all see it, how could I conspire with a little girl? The quiet casino finally quarreled. Some people who lost only their underwear finally couldn't bear it anymore. Hey, brat, you're out of the money, return the money to us quickly. One person spoke, and the others followed. Yes, often events require a fuse to happen. It's impossible for someone to win money all the time, you must have a problem. Tsunade is a little girl who is too weak in their eyes, how could they allow a kid to win all their money away? Tsunade was surrounded by the big gangsters in an instant. Qiye, who was sitting on the side, watched the whole play. Now that Tsunade has a showdown, he doesn't want to lose. This keeps winning, until others doubt life. Even if you don't get the money, they will think that you got the money through improper means. No one's money is money, and no one wants to lose all the time. In the face of crowds and doubts, Tsunade did not panic at all. He said calmly, "Hey, you men, can't you afford to lose? Who can't afford to lose? Obviously you have a problem, return the money to us quickly." Yes, return the money to us. Those people can't find Tsunade's master, they can only be incompetent and furious. What's more, there were already hands reaching for Tsunade's purse. The other party is a little devil, don't be afraid at all. I saw Tsunade frown, money is her bottom line, and no one can touch it. He grabbed the man's arm and shook it gently. The movements are extremely skilled, no one would have thought that a little girl could have such great strength. The man was thrown several meters away by Tsunade, slammed into the wall heavily, and fainted. With a bang, the whole house shook. Tsunade naturally kept his hand, otherwise that person would have died a long time ago. The scene was instantly quiet again, dead silence, completely dead silence. Everyone was stunned. Who the hell is this? Advertisement. Is it a ninja? It's impossible for a little ghost ninja to have such terrifying power. After seeing the terrifying power of Tsunade, no one dared to attack again. Tsunade clapped his hands and pouted. It's boring, stop gambling, go and drink. As soon as Tsunade grabbed Qiye's hand and used the body flicker technique, the two disappeared in the casino. Everyone at the scene looked at me, I looked at you, with big eyes and small eyes. It all happened so fast that they didn't have time to react. After a few breaths, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. That's great, the big Buddha is finally gone. People who lose money feel a lot better, and it is right that people have the ability to win money. If an ordinary little girl really won all the money, it would be a shame for their men. Boss, you can't let such a person come next time. Yeah, boss, what's the point of winning alone? Next time, I won't let that kid step into the casino. ... There was an outcry against a brat like Tsunade. Yes, good. The casino owner wiped the cold sweat on his face, and he was also helpless. I thought the other side was a little girl who was a fat sheep to be slaughtered, but I didn't expect it to be a vicious wolf in the end. Sure enough, people can't see the surface, and a wolf in sheep's clothing can't see it. Although I promised these people that I would never let this little devil come in again. But when he thought of the terrifying power that the other party had just displayed, the casino owner was terrified. With that kind of power, I'm afraid it can tear down his casino. Can he stop such a person? He didn't know, he could only take one step at a time, praying in his heart that the kid would never come again. On the other hand, Tsunade and Qiye were already in the tavern. The current Tsunade has long since changed back to its original form. Gu. After a few glasses of wine, Tsunade's cheeks instantly turned red. The feeling of running after you put it on is really cool. This kind of stimulation is also Tsunade's first experience. In the past, what he experienced was to walk out of the casino in a decadent manner after losing money, and to flee in embarrassment after being chased by creditors. These two feelings are simply worlds apart, and all of this is due to the gambling skills Qiye taught him. Within an hour, Tsunade had won about 300,000 at the casino. Little devil, how is it? I can win money at a good speed. 300,000 is easy, but unfortunately those people don't gamble much, and they are far less rich than the people in the small town before us. Well, that's great. Hiei casually said a word and gave Tsunade a thumbs up. The money was also won, and he was praised by gambling god Yi, which was the master's approval for his disciple, and Tsunade couldn't even mention how happy he was. Little devil, we agreed, I'll pay for this drink. Hiei was also very hungry, so he ate and drank in big gulps. The sun has gone down, and on the other side, in Hokage's office, it's rest time. Shizune looked at Tsunade's clone. Shizune, I'm just a clone, it's useless if you ask me, the situation will be reported to the main body when I disappear, and the main body will not disappear. I don't know what my main body is doing now, anyway, it is already you can also go back to rest during the rest time. Philo reminds you. 3 things to read, collect, recommend, and share. For some reason, Hiei could only feel a softness coming from his lips. Shizune sighed helplessly, that's all there is to it. Master Tsunade, why haven't you come back? It turned out that Tsunade was holding his head and kissing him. In the tavern, Hiei and Tsunade didn't know how much they drank. It was already dark and they both lay down. The night passed. Then, Chapter 102. Advertisement. The cloudy and rainy night just passed. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations to host and Tsunade for a wonderful night and a very good sleeping experience close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan retrospective. Reversing 1 hour becomes reversible time 5 years close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan tomb. Going to the future 1 hour has become the next 5 years close black lens bracket. Note. Controlling time requires a lot of chakra, please use it with caution. Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan side effects -100 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Susanoo activation level is 60% close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket the amount of chakra has reached a level exceeding the sum of yin and yang 9 tails close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket acquired Tsunade. 100 healings mark, ninja art, meiotic regeneration, Baihao technique close black lens bracket. Hiei was stunned. This feeling, the harvest is too great, this is gone forever on the way to become stronger. Originally, his left eye Mangekyo retrospective and tomb can only go to the past or the future 1 hour, but now it has directly become the future and the past 5 years. This is an epic time span, although the notes say that it consumes a lot of chakra, use it with caution. I haven't used Qiye before, so I don't know how much it consumes. He thought that he could try it someday if he had time. Mangekyo Sharingan side effects 100, Qiye no longer worries about going blind. Because sleeping will reduce the side effects of using Mangekyo Sharingan, and when a critical value is reached, the side effects will disappear completely. Like other Uchiha people, the only way to get rid of the side effect of Mangekyo Sharingan's gradual loss of vision and eventually becoming blind is to transplant a close relative of Sharingan. Just like Madara transplanting Izuna's Sharingan and Sasuke transplanting Itachi's Sharingan, you can make your own Mangekyo Sharingan into an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. In this way, all the side effects of Mangekyo Sharingan will disappear, and there will be no blindness. At the same time, Sharingan's pupil power will be greatly enhanced, making Susanoo more stress-free. Another way to eliminate the side effects of Mangekyo Sharingan is to transplant Hashirama cells. The reason why Obito can go around the world with one eye Kamui is because he has Hashirama cells and he doesn't have to worry about going blind. And Kakashi, who also has Mangekyo Kamui, was miserable, and became short-sighted during the Fourth Ninja World War. Twist off Madara's truth-seeking ball defense and he has to use Kamui at close range. Uchiha Qiye is not like them, he doesn't need the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. As long as you sleep, you can solve everything, this is his unique way to become stronger. Also, since the last time he slept with Tsunade and Shizune, he only learned the magic power from Tsunade. Now he can even know Tsunade's 100 healings mark, ninja art, meiotic regeneration, Baihao technique, etc. It can be said that Tsunade will, Qiye will. While Qiye will, Tsunade may not. Of course, whoever sleeps with him will also be affected. No, he also saw Tsunade's. Ding, Tsunade has improved from the whole to the whole because of sleeping with the host. Open black lens bracket increase chakra to tailed beast level close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Tsunade has overcome hyperphobia 100% close black lens bracket. Because of his 100 healings mark, ninja art, meiotic regeneration, and Baihao technique, after this sleep, Tsunade's face will always remain the same as it is now, no matter how old or dead he is, and he will never need chakra to maintain it. Speed and strength have been qualitatively improved on the original basis. Open black lens bracket Tsunade's favorability to host has risen to 90, heavy dependence, romantic relationship, and Tsunade of Tsunade will not admit it close black lens bracket. Ding, it is detected that Tsunade has the gene of Senju Hashirama. Hashirama cells have the possibility of using wood style. Does the host activate the ability to use wood style for it? Activation. Qiye replied without hesitation, in this world, no one does not want to become stronger. Advertisement. Thinking that Tsunade would not refuse, using his grandfather's wood style, that Dorifang, he was fortunate enough to agree for Tsunade. Ding, because Tsunade becomes stronger because of the host, the activation method is very simple, just need to inject part of the chakra of the host into Tsunade body. Qiye snorted softly, which seemed a little surprised to him. He thought it was activated when he said activation, but he had to inject his own chakra into Tsunade. Wait, didn't he inject enough last night? That doesn't seem to be chakra. This feeling shocked Qiye himself. Not only has he been greatly strengthened, but even Tsunade's strength has been substantially improved. Last time, it was him, Shizune, and Tsunade who slept and nothing happened. At that time, the Tsunade phobia that woke up had been overcome by 50%. This feeling was completely overcome. It seems that after doing that, the quality of sleep is a little better, and the things that improve are more. Although Tsunade originally had many chakras, they did not reach the level of tailed beasts, and after this battle, his chakra can already match fourth Raikage. Fourth Raikage is also a chakra with a tailed beast. The corners of Qiye's mouth rose slightly, and he murmured, "Thank me, Tsunade, for making you stronger again, and for overcoming hyperphobia." What Qiye didn't expect was that Tsunade didn't know wood style at all, but after this sleep, he could actually make Tsunade use wood style. Of course, he had to be injected with chakra. This feeling is very comfortable. Qiye opened his eyes and felt two soft pieces in his arms. It turned out that Tsunade was lying on top of him, and there was a slight smile on the corner of his mouth. It was a satisfied smile. To be honest, Qiye doesn't know what happened last night, only ghosts know what happened last night. But what was supposed to happen seems to have happened. At this point, Tsunade seemed to notice that someone was looking at her again. Slowly opening his moving eyes and looking up, it was Qiye's handsome face with a slight smile. "Little devil, what's so funny?" Lifting the quilt, Tsunade gave a long yawn. For some reason, she felt that she slept very soundly, very comfortable, and very comfortable. It was the same feeling she, Shizune, and Qiye woke up after that night. After he slept alone, he never felt that way again. He didn't expect this comfortable feeling to come back, it was really weird. Tsunade stood up and stretched his graceful figure, and found that he and Qiye were both naked. Looking down, I saw Madara bloodline on my thighs and on the sheets, all solidified. Qiye also saw this scene. To read the underlined version of the novel, please download the Philu Novel app. You don't know what you did last night, is it you who is crazy? Tsunade was stunned, as if he suddenly remembered something. He held back, did not say anything, looked left and right with an innocent look on his face. Tsunade's agreeable expression suddenly changed, and he turned to stare at Qiye tightly. Old place. Qiye spread his hands, he said that his blood was lost, and he was insulted by one. Little devil, what did you do last night? Leaning in front of Qiye, he said solemnly, "Stinky brat, you'd better not say anything about you." Chapter 103. Advertisement. Tsunade bent down and leaned in front of Qiye, and said seriously, "Stinky brat, you'd better not talk about this." Qiye nodded in agreement. He was naturally overjoyed, she was indeed a Tsunade woman. Tsunade frowned, thumb and index finger touching his chin. Strange, what's going on? Just now he saw the sheets and the bloodline on his thighs, and his body stopped shaking. The holomia effect disappeared, and Tsunade was stunned. What the hell is going on here? Don't wake up dizzy. As a medical ninja, she knows her body very well. Now she is 100% sure that she has completely overcome the hyperphobia. The changes in her body didn't stop there. When she woke up, she felt that the chakra in her body had multiplied several times. It was the first time Tsunade felt that his body seemed to be filled with infinite power. Although I had this feeling the last time I woke up, it was far less intense than this time. She could feel that the chakra she possessed seemed to have reached the level of a tailed beast, which was terrifying. And that's not the only thing that has changed. His body is clearly in the prime of his 20s and 30s, and he doesn't need chakra to maintain it at all. Now she has this feeling, even if she uses chakra too much, she will not become old, she has been youthful forever. It's weird, it's really weird. Tsunade walked back and forth naked, almost blinding Qiye. Hey, Hokage-sama, what can't you figure out? Tsunade looked at Qiye with a smile and clapped his hands. This kid, The last time I had this feeling of getting stronger was when I woke up with Shizune, him, and the three of them. And this time, the changes in all aspects of the body are also awakened. This time, there is no Shizune, just this kid. Is he the main reason? Tsunade is also one of Sannin, or Konoha's fifth Hokage. She still has the ability to judge. The current Tsunade is not only the function of all aspects of the body has returned to a youthful state. Except for chakra, she felt that her power and speed were greatly improved. This feeling of strengthening made her a little puffed up. Say, is the kid the reason for you? I woke up twice and felt that I became stronger and you exist. Well, yes, anyone who sleeps like me can become stronger. Qiye didn't hide the fact that he could become stronger by sleeping like him, and he had a showdown. Now Tsunade is her woman, so what are they afraid of when they meet each other frankly? Tsunade looked at Qiye in surprise, she didn't expect Qiye's answer to be so straightforward. The question is, where did this kid learn from such a strange ability? Little devil, do you mean to say that every day you sleep, you are cultivating and getting stronger? Well, so to speak. Tsunade was stunned, shocked inside. How can there be such a wonderful way of practice? Sleep can become stronger. If other people know that they want to die, they have cultivated hard, but it will not be enough for this little b************ d to sleep. If Guy knew how Qiye became stronger, he would have wanted to cry. He pushes up and runs every day. What is the purpose of such hard exercise? Not to become stronger. Little devil, no wonder you sleep every day, it turns out that you are practicing. Sir Hokage, don't say that, sleeping is also a very hard thing. I try to get into sleep every day. To sleep well, it is also extremely difficult to have quality sleep, such as the quality was pretty good last night. Both of them slept exhausted last night, of course the quality was good. Last night. Thinking of this, Tsunade blushed and said angrily, okay, Uchiha Qiye, it turns out that you're a little pervert, taking advantage of me while I'm drunk. Advertisement. Qiye said that Tsunade actually slapped him down, tarnishing his innocence and even bit him back. Get rid of it, Lord Hokage, think about it with your head. Yesterday, it was you who took the initiative, it was you who was crazy, and it was you who didn't know what to do. What can I do? I am also a victim. This. Tsunade was speechless for a while. Qiye was right, although they were both drunk yesterday, Tsunade was still a little conscious. It's her who takes the initiative, it's her who's crazy, and it's really her who's left unfinished. He cursed in his heart. Damn, its wine will do all the harm. There are some people in this world who dare not admit what they do, they don't blame themselves, they blame the tools. Tsunade thought about it again. Fortunately it was this brat, if it were anyone else, she would be even worse off. Although it is true, Tsunade will never admit it. Little devil, you're right, it's your fault, give me 1 million, and I'll let it pass. Qiye, dare the dignified fifth Hokage is here to ask for money. I don't want money, I don't want to die. If you do this again, I'll say that you blackmail me, bully me, and I'll tell you about it. You dare. The veins on Tsunade's face were exposed, and he glared at Qiye. Of course Qiye was joking with her. Joke, he is a man worth tens of millions, do you still care about this million? Hey, just kidding, it's only $1 million, Lord Hokage, I'll give it, I can't give it. It's almost there. Seeing Qiye compromise, Tsunade finally smiled. She made $1 million in one night, and she didn't lose anything. So who is at a loss? I do not know. Looking at the smug Tsunade, Qiye showed a playful smile on the corner of his mouth. Sure enough Tsunade. My mind just focused on other things. Tsunade suddenly found that his legs were very sore while walking, and he sat down again. Lord Hokage, what's the matter, are you not feeling well? Seeing Qiye's harmless appearance, Tsunade glared at him fiercely. Little devil, it's not your fault. In this case, while it's still early, do we want to do it again? HMPH, how beautiful you think. As a ninja and a medical ninja, Tsunade naturally has a way to deal with soreness. No, it didn't take long for her to get dressed. I'm the fifth Hokage of the Fire Nation, so I don't have time to mess around with you brat. Tsunade put on his clothes and picked up the money and walked out the door, put on his clothes and picked up the money and didn't recognize anyone, it was so real. Of course, in Tsunade's mind, Uchiha Qiye has become an irreplaceable existence. She has developed a psychological dependence on it. Who doesn't like Tsunade's fifth Hokage like this? Seeing the faint smile on Uchiha Qiye's face, Tsunade felt that things were not easy. Not even his younger brother Senju Tobirama. Tsunade is Senju Hashirama's granddaughter, but she doesn't know wood style either. Uchiha Qiye stopped joking with her, and said seriously, Master Tsunade, do you know wood style? Wood style. Wood style. In the whole ninja world only my grandfather knows how, even if I were her granddaughter, I wouldn't, why are you asking this? That is a secret technique unique to first Hokage Senju Hashirama alone. Philo reminds you. 3 things to read, collect, recommend, and share. Before the Senju clan fell, there was only Senju Hashirama in the huge Senju clan. Chapter 104. Advertisement. Will you be Wood Style? Wood Style. Tsunade looked at Kie suspiciously. Only my grandfather knows Wood Style in the entire ninja world, not even my grandfather's younger brother second Hokage. Although I am his granddaughter, I don't know Wood Style either. Stinky brat, why are you asking this? Having been with Uchiha Qiye for so long, although he usually looks lazy, Tsunade knows that he will not ask meaningless things. I have a way for you to use Wood Style, would you like to try it? You. Tsunade looked at Kia's sly eyes, and always felt that this kid had bad intentions. What can you do, little brat? I haven't shown Wood Style's talent for so many years, and I can do it with just one word from you. Kie also put on his clothes at this time, with a smile on the corner of his mouth. Lord Tsunade, there is no evidence for what you say. Do you want to give it a try? Practice can bring true knowledge. We just talk about it and it won't work. Practice. Tsunade blushed. This kid wouldn't think about that again, would he? It has to be more. Tsunade's imagination is quite rich, and he thinks about everything there. It's fair to say that Tsunade is a complete old Tsunade. But when she saw Uchiha Qiye's confident look, Tsunade's heart was shaken again. Because the shock that Kie brought her was too great. Just sleeping can become stronger like a practice, who would dare to believe this? If Tsunade hadn't experienced it firsthand, she wouldn't have believed it if she was killed. It seems to Tsunade that an outsider told her that you can get stronger by sleeping, which is pure nonsense. Too many miracles and accidents have happened to this man Kie, does he really have a way for me to use Wood Style? Tsunade looked suspiciously at Kie again. In this world, there is no ninja who does not want to become stronger. One more ninjutsu, one more ability, and one more chance to protect oneself. What's more, this is not ordinary ninjutsu, but Wood Style. As a child Tsunade had seen the power of his grandfather's first Hokage Wood Style. The Sharingan of the Uchiha family can control the tailed beast, and the Wood Style of first Hokage can also suppress the tailed beast. Currently only one ninja in Konoha will use Wood Style. That is Yamato, the original Anbu's Tianzheng. Because he is a clone of Hashirama cells and an experiment of Orochimaru. Orochimaru experimented with Hashirama cells, and nearly all of the replicas failed. It was later discovered by third generation and had to be evacuated. When he thought the experiment was a complete failure, one baby survived. He was able to adapt to the cells of the first generation, that is Yamato. This, Orochimaru himself does not know. The current Yamato is still in the darkness of Konoha, and it exists to prevent Ninetales Jinchuriki Naruto from running wild. Little devil, you always have so many tricks, just try it. I'm afraid that you won't succeed in Hokage, but tell me how can I use Wood Style? Seeing such a curious Tsunade, Kie also smiled. Don't ask anything, just do it. The first step is to stretch out your hand. Tsunade curled his lips and stretched out his right hand reluctantly. Kie also wanted to try. After he injected his chakra into Tsunade's body, how strong Wood Style could she use? So, Kie pressed his right hand against Tsunade's palm. It turns out that practice is this. Tsunade breathed a sigh of relief. She thought Kie was talking about practice. No, Tsunade, you're the 5th Hokage, why do you always think in that direction? Don't be ashamed. In Tsunade's heart, he had already slapped himself several times. That's it. Advertisement. He saw that Kie was no different from his own hand, so she could use Wood Style. Stop kidding, does this little devil really think he is a god? Suddenly, Tsunade's huge pupils shrank suddenly. He could feel a pure and majestic chakra flowing into his body through Kie's palm. This is this kid's chakra, what is he sending me chakra for? I have no shortage of chakra now. This majestic chakra flowed into Tsunade's body, and he couldn't help but tremble. I have to say, this chakra also has a hint of coolness, which makes her very comfortable. Kie smiled and retracted his hand. He said lightly, it's all right, Tsunade-sama. Tsunade, on the other hand, said with a look of enjoyment, okay, that's it, your chakra can make me use Wood Style. Don't you know if you try it yourself? As soon as he finished speaking, Tsunade felt a special power within him. Your body is too familiar with strength. She knows her magic, 100 healings mark, ninja art, meiotic regeneration, Baihao technique and so on. But just at that moment, she could feel a mysterious and powerful power in her body. This is Wood Style. Like the same scholar, it is clear how much knowledge he has. Snapped. I saw Tsunade clasped his hands together, and chakra was surging rapidly in his body. At this time, in the open space outside, a seedling burst out of the ground and instantly grew into a towering tree. Tsunade was shocked to see his masterpiece. That's right, that's the power of wood style. I actually know wood style. Tsunade never dreamed that she would one day use her grandfather's wood style. However, the source of all this is because of the little devil Uchiha Qiye. At this moment, Qiye is really like a god in Tsunade's heart and can do almost anything. Of course, Tsunade wouldn't express his adoration. Kid, how on earth did you do it? Just give me a part of chakra so I can use wood style. Speaking of which, Tsunade recalled what happened last night. At that time, Qiye gave her a pure and majestic torrent-like chakra. Qiye smiled. Yes, it's my chakra that made you use wood style. Your chakra is so amazing, you don't need to be able to use wood style as long as someone gets your chakra. Thinking of this, Tsunade felt a little nervous in his heart. If everyone accepts this kid's chakra, then her grandfather's wood style is not a bad street. If this is the case, it would be a humiliating blow to the Senju family. Really? Tsunade's eyes widened. Wood style is a secret technique unique to first generation. It is so easy to obtain, so is it still called wood style? A few decades ago, only one person used wood style, and after a few decades, wood style was rotten. Who can bear this kind of mental disparity? My lord Hokage, you think too much. The reason why you use wood style for my chakra effect is only second. The most important thing is that you are the granddaughter of first Hokage Senju Hashirama. You have the same genes as him. Mine chakra is just an activation, not everyone can do it. Hearing these words, Tsunade finally nodded in satisfaction. To read the underlined version of the novel, please download the Philu Novel app. Seeing Tsunade's worried look, Qiye chuckled. Of course it's true. Chapter 105. Advertisement. Tsunade was naturally excited. After this night, she not only awakened wood style's ability, but also won 1,000,000. Cool. Really cool. Oops, it's already this time. I have to go to the Hokage office right now. Before leaving, Tsunade also glanced at Qiye. Little devil, you are a consultant. You have to come to the office building later, don't be lazy. Leaving this sentence, Tsunade left with the money. Oh, woman. Qiye ignored it. According to the time, Kakashi and the others should be back. What to do with the three tails is really a question. Who will do the three tails Jinchuriki? Qiye must think about it. Tsunade rushed to Hokage's office non-stop. In the huge office, only Shizune was dozing off. Seeing this, Tsunade breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it was not discovered by those old guys, otherwise I would be preached again. Shizune, wake up, wake up. Shizune, who was sleeping with the dolphin in his arms, rubbed his hazy eyes and saw Tsunade's face appear in front of his eyes. Immediately exclaimed, Master Tsunade, you are finally back. Dolphin. Buzz, flutter, flutter. Your clone doesn't know when it disappeared last night. Tsunade couldn't know better when his clone would disappear. Because the battle between her and Qiye was too intense last night, the clone couldn't take it anymore and could only disappear in place. The information after the avatar disappeared was passed into her body. What? Tsunade stretched out and returned to his Hokage seat. Seeing Tsunade like this, Shizune was a little puzzled. Master Tsunade, why are you walking strangely? Have it? Well, it's not quite the same as usual. Although Tsunade used medical ninjutsu to cover up the pain in his legs, his walking was a little different than usual. Of course, this can only be found by Shizune, who is always around Tsunade. She's been with Tsunade for so many years, and she already knows her behavior like the back of her hand. No one else can find it at all. Tsunade nibbled his teeth and cursed to himself, damn it, it's all because of that stinky B*********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** happily. I went to drink yesterday, probably because of the effect of alcohol, the sequelae. Oh, although Shizune didn't understand, he nodded. By the way, Master Tsunade, didn't Master Qiye go with you yesterday, why hasn't he come back? Tsunade looked at Shizune with a sly look, with a weird smile on his face. Shizune, did I sell you to that kid, and you are interested in him? Shizune suddenly hugged Dopu tightly. 1. Sir Tsunade, stop joking, Kie-kun is GU, I'm just asking, and it stands to reason that he's here today too. Dolphin. Buzz, flutter, flutter, flutter. I was almost breathless in Shizune's arms. Ha ha ha, Shizune, don't be nervous, just kidding, that kid is not so smart. Shizune. Suddenly, an Anbu appeared in the office and knelt down on one knee. Lord Hokage, Kakashi squad has completed its mission. Understood, let's go down. Tsunade's mouth drew a touching arc. It seems that Kia's little devil is right. The task of sealing the 3 tails has been completed. It's really just this time to return to the village. Advertisement. Sealing 3 tails is an S-class classified mission. Except for Kakashi, Guy, Asuma who performed the mission, and the 8 members of the sealing enchantment class. The rest is only known by her Hokage, Shizune and Qiye. Even Homura, Kaharu, Danzo, the top executives, don't know. Lord Tsunade, it looks like Kakashi and the others have successfully brought back the tailed beast. Well, this time, thanks to that little devil. After a while, Kakashi, Asuma, Guy came to Hokage's office with the 8 treasure pot. The 8 members of the Enchantment Seal class returned to their respective posts to rest. Kakashi, Lord Hokage, we successfully completed this mission, and the 3 tails were sealed in this 8 treasure pot. Thanks to the reinforcements of Lord Qiye, we were able to succeed. Yeah, Lord Hokage, Lord Qiye is simply too powerful. He subdues 3 tails with just one look. He is really young, and he is indeed a member of the Uchiha clan. Guy echoed. Asuma on the side said nothing. In private, Kakashi and the others can address Qiye by his first name, but on this formal occasion, they still have to honor Qiye-sama. After all, Qiye is a consultant, and the official is older than Kakashi. Tsunade didn't say anything, but he couldn't help but praise Qiye in his heart. This kid is really surprising, is there anything he can't do? Kakashi took a few glances, but Qiye was not found in the advisor's seat. Lord Hokage, what about Lord Qiye? Now that 3 tails belongs to Konoha, shouldn't we discuss Jinchuriki's choice? As soon as he finished speaking, the figure of Uchiha Qiye slipped in through the window. Yo, everyone, long time no see, here I come. Kakashi, is it necessary to be so cool to appear? The 8 treasure pot was placed on the table, and everyone's eyes were fixed on it. It stands to reason that the best choice to become a Jinchuriki is someone from the Uzumaki clan. They have strong vitality and sealing skills, and are the perfect candidates to become Jinchuriki. Unfortunately, the country of the vortex was destroyed, and there are not many members of the Uzumaki clan now. Uzumaki Mito, Uzumaki Kushina were both once Jinchuriki of 9 tails. Although the current Naruto is not a pure-bred Uzumaki family, he still has the genes of the Uzumaki family, and he has become the current 9 tails Jinchuriki. Uzumaki clan aside, the 2 perfect Jinchuriki of Cloud Shinobi are not members of any special clan. Both Wooden Golem and Killer Bee are chosen children, who through their own power and the approval of the tailed beast become the perfect Jinchuriki. Of course, these issues do not need Qiye and the others to consider now. Because of Qiye, he has reached an agreement with 3 tails. Anyone can master the power of 3 tails perfectly. Having said that, he certainly wouldn't let anyone just be a Jinchuriki. This 3 tails Jinchuriki doesn't have to be useful to Konoha, but it must be useful to him Uchiha Qiye. Not all cats and dogs can become Jinchuriki. Agreeing on this with 3 tails, Tsunade and Kakashi naturally don't know. They were having a heated discussion about Jinchuriki's choice, and Qiye was not involved. It's not something that can be decided in an hour or 2. At noon, Kakashi and the others went back. Who will do Jinchuriki in Tsunade? They seem to be a long process. They are very thoughtful and careful. This Jinchuriki must become the land of fire, the backbone of Konoha village. Seeing that Qiye didn't speak all morning, Tsunade couldn't help but ask for his opinion. Hey, kid, what are you thinking about without a word? Is there a suitable candidate? Well, I don't have it either. It's too boring here. I want to go out for a walk. Qiye's eyes suddenly lit up. Qiye really didn't think of any suitable candidates, so he could only come out Kabuto style to sort out his thoughts. This brat is really self-willed. Qiye, who was flying over the roof, came to the vicinity of the Hyuga clan unwittingly. See the young men and women in the yard who were splintering sweat. 3 tails Jinchuriki, don't you have it? Philo reminds you. 3 things to read, collect, recommend, and share. As soon as Qiye finished speaking, the person who had gone for a while disappeared, giving Tsunade no room to answer at all. Chapter 106. Advertisement. See the young men and women who were sweating in the compound of the Hyuga family. Qiye's eyes lit up. He said softly, 3 tails Jinchuriki, isn't that the case? What Qiye sees is Hyuga Neji and Hyuga Hinata in their intense gentle fist training. Now Hinata is 9 years old, and Neji is 1 year older than Hinata, which is 1 year old. Neji's face remained expressionless during the discussion with Hinata. My heart was full of disdain. He is a genius of the Hyuga clan, and he can defeat Hinata in a few strokes. But it's because of training with Hinata to make her stronger. And he himself is a tool for training. In Neji's point of view, he and Hinata are obviously a talent gap that is visible to the naked eye, but because of the difference in birth, the two have completely different lives. One was born in the clan, the other was born in the branch house. This is a completely different fate. The fate of the branch house is already doomed, it is doomed to die for the clan. The young Neji thought of this, and the more he thought about it, the more angry he became, the more he thought about it. Why was he born in a branch house? Why does the Hyuga family have such an unfair rule? Why is such a weak person above him? And he, Hyuga Neji, can only accept fate's choice. At this moment, the anger in Neji's heart had already passed through his brain. He is unwilling that his fate is like this. Neji, who was training with Hinata, suddenly changed his face, and his shot became extremely fierce. As if the Hinata in front of him was a real enemy. Facing Neji's attack, Hinata also felt that his defenses were getting weaker and weaker. Indistinctly, with a delicate mind, she could feel the killing intent in Neji's moves. After being repelled by Neji one after another, Hinata's white eyes suddenly changed. Brother Neji, how are you? At this time, how could Neji hear Hinata's words, and slapped Hinata directly on the lower abdomen. This slap was so powerful that Hinata was knocked several meters away and fell to the ground. A trace of blood spilled from the corner of her mouth. The Neji just now was definitely not the Neji she usually knew. It wasn't over yet. Neji took a gentle fist pose and rushed towards the fallen Hinata. In a mere branch house, it's even tempting to kill. Hyuga Hiyashi on the side turned pale, and immediately activated the cage seal. What? Neji, who was galloping, let out a shrill scream in an instant, put his head in his hands, and rolled on the ground, looking very painful. It is through curse mark. Caged bird that Hyuga Hiyashi controls Neji's brain nerves, and this is also the way the masters control the branch house. Poor Neji. Snot and tears flowed out of her nose. She didn't look like a genius at all. She was very embarrassed. The hysterical screams broke out in Hyuga. I don't know how long it took. Hyuga Hiyashi stopped the spell control. He said coldly, the next time you try to kill yourself, this will not be the end. Hyuga Hiyashi took the chick, and only Hyuga Neji, who was unconscious, remained in the compound. Qiye knows the original book very well. Naruto once said that becoming Hokage would change the fate of the Hyuga family, and I don't know if it changed after that, but it should have changed. What makes Qiye curious is that there is such a rotten system. Why doesn't third Hokage change it? The poor third generation is going to take the blame again. Maybe third generation doesn't think this will help Konoha. After all, the Hyuga clan was already the largest clan of Konoha after the Uchiha clan was destroyed. This is also the family's own private affairs, and it is inconvenient for him as a Hokage to intervene. Advertisement. Otherwise, when the Cloud Shinobi ninja asked for the corpses of the Hyuga clan, he also acquiesced. Of course, this is just Kia's personal guess. Now that the third generation is dead, the fifth Hokage, Tsunade, is in charge. Neji, who fainted on the ground, slowly regained consciousness and became the branch house of the Hyuga clan. No one will pity him. No one will sympathize with him. He can only bear all this silently and alone after losing his father. Neji wiped the snot and tears from his cheeks, patted the dust on his body, and returned to his usual expressionless state. It's really embarrassing that the geniuses of the dignified Hyuga family are so embarrassed. After walking out of the compound of the Hyuga family, Neji came to a forest and practiced hard alone again. The reason why he is a genius is entirely by his own strength, and only when he becomes stronger can Neji see the slightest hope of changing his destiny. Now he has not compromised with his fate. No one pointed, no one taught. Neji walked up step by himself. Suddenly, a shuriken with a detonating talisman attacked from behind Neji, very fast. Neji, who was training, didn't even turn around, but with a single leap, he dodged the attack of the detonating shuriken. Boom! The detonating talisman kunai slammed into a big tree and made a loud noise. Who? Don't hide there secretly. Neji's cheeks were exposed with blue veins, and he had already opened his eyes. His gaze was already locked in one direction. Clap clap. A young figure came out from the depths of the forest clapping and looking at Hyuga Neji with a smile. It was Uchiha Qiye. You are Uchiha Qiye. Qiye's reputation has spread among Konoha's ninjas. It can be divided into two parts. It is a good story. The first paragraph is the incubation period. No one cares about the repeat students of the ninja school for many years. The second stage is the outbreak period. After graduation, it seems to be open, first directly from Genin to Special Jonin. Finally, I completed this S-rank mission because I found the 5th Hokage Tsunade. Not only became Jonin, but also Hokage's advisor. Except for those old guys, the status in the village can be said to be the existence of one person below 10,000 people. Of course, there are not many who know that his consultant is a fake. Neji naturally knows such a person. How he wished that he could have the experience of slapping Kia's face. It's like Kia's experience of flying 3,000 miles after graduating from ninja school. However, he is Hyuga Neji from the branch house of the Hyuga family, and unlike Uchiha Qiye, he has been chained to the shackles since childhood. In some ways, Qiye is Neji's idol. The idol of the counterattack, the idol that everyone looks down on to the idol that everyone respects. Although Neji is called a genius, he doesn't care about it. Looking at Neji's curious eyes, Qiye just said lightly, Hyuga Neji, the genius of the Hyuga family, do you want to get rid of the shackles of the Hyuga family? Juma Lu is one, and Gurren who uses crystal style is also one. After all, she also had the idea of becoming an Orochimaru body in the early stage. As expected, Hyuga Neji's white pupils suddenly widened when he heard this, and his heart was even more shocked. Underscore. Qiye doesn't make some falsehoods either, just straight to the point. Cough cough. Qiye coughed a few times, thinking about how Orochimaru fooled others into giving his life for him. Advisor, do you have anything to do with me here? Neji had a lot of thoughts, and finally he was the first to speak. Chapter 107. Advertisement. Break the bondage of the Hyuga clan. This is what Hyuga Neji always wanted to do but couldn't do, and he didn't understand why Uchiha Qiye said this to him. Advisor, what do you mean? Ha ha. Qiye smiled lightly. I still don't understand what I mean, that is to break free from the shackles of the Hyuga family and firmly hold your own destiny in your own hands. Neji was stunned and looked at Qiye in a trance. Can he do such a thing? Neji asked himself more than once. 10 years later, he can't escape the fate of the Hyuga family. Advisor, can you help me open the cage of the Hyuga clan? After all, Uchiha Qiye is Konoha's advisor and has a close relationship with Hokage. Neji thought that if Hokage and the advisor were to take action at the same time, the fate of their Hyuga clan might really be changed. No, your own destiny has to be broken by yourself. Isn't this more fulfilling? Neji smiled bitterly. If he could break it, he would have broken it long ago, so why don't he have to wait until today? Advisor, this curse mark will always accompany us in the Hyuga branch house until death, our destiny is doomed from the moment we were born. Neji removed the bandage from his forehead. For some reason, in front of Uchiha Qiye, he can speak his mind without any scruples. Maybe it's because in front of your idol, you don't need to keep anything. Uchiha Qiye used to be the tail of the crane at the ninja school and kept repeating for many years. However, now only 19 years old, he has become a consultant. In Konoha village, apart from those old guys, he is second only to Hokage and enjoys the respect of many ninjas and villagers. This way of changing fate, Neji also wants to have it, and he also wants to be a ninja like Uchiha Qiye. The Uchiha family was devastated, but Uchiha Qiye can still live strong under such circumstances. This has to be admired by Neji, one is the Uchiha family and the other is the Hyuga family. Neji feels that he and Qiye have a lot in common. However, Qiye has set an example for him along the way. The only way left is himself. Of course, Neji felt that the only difference between the two was that Qiye was the tail of the crane in the ninja school, and only after graduation did he fully stimulate his talents. And he has always been a genius. This must be Neji's mistake. Uchiha Qiye is not the tail end of the crane at the ninja school, he just doesn't want to graduate. Because there are some restraints in class, he can sleep better. If you become a genin early, the system has not been activated, and you will perform tasks every day, and you will not have a good night's sleep. How can you become stronger? Someone else said, you can't be a normal villager and become stronger when you sleep, why do you have to stay in a ninja school? This is the difference between bound and unbound, regular and irregular, part-time and full-time. Uchiha Qiye's decision is absolutely right, it is because of those good sleep that he can become so strong. Neji's expression was bitter, and he didn't know what to say right now. Hyuga Neji, do you know how to change your destiny? That is power. I can't help you change your destiny, you have to do it yourself, but I can provide you with strength. Strength. A gleam of light flashed in Neji's eyes, as if he saw hope. Advisor, is what you said true? Nature is true. Gain power. Power can change destiny. Neji doesn't want to give up this chance. Immediately, he fell to his knees and knocked his head to the ground. Neji said sincerely, also ask the advisor to give me strength. Uchiha Qiye. How can this have a feeling of middle school? Neji, the power is not on my side, you wait here for me, I'll go back and get it. Neji was also stunned, how could he still have such power? Wait a minute, my advisor, can I challenge you? A cold light flashed in Neji's eyes. Now Qiye is not only Jonin, but also the youngest advisor ever. Even younger than when Namikaze Minato was 4th Hokage. If nothing else, the 6th Hokage, Uchiha Qiye is definitely the best candidate. I heard that Qiye once defeated Kakashi, a copy ninja with Sharingan. Now Hyuga Neji wants to challenge too. The gap between myself and Jonin, and the gap between the youngest advisor. These are only secondary, Neji wants to see if Uchiha Qiye has the strength to give him strength through this fight. Neji's thoughts like Qiye don't know it. Oh, do you want to challenge me? Yes, I will satisfy your request of the genius of the Hyuga family. Thank you, my advisor. Neji is offended. As soon as he finished speaking, Neji immediately galloped towards Qiye. Gentle fist is what the Hyuga family is best at. With the white eyes who can see the flowing meridians of chakra in the human body, they can easily defeat their opponents through acupuncture techniques. The blue veins on the cheeks are exposed, and Neji has opened his eyes. Gentle fist. Neji shouted and punched Kia's heart directly. The opponent is a Jonin, he will not keep his hands, every move, he will go all out. This is genius. Qiye smiled lightly. With a sideways movement, this powerful palm will be given to the past. Next, Neji's consecutive attacks were all given by Uchiha Qiye. This wasn't just an ordinary dodging, because Qiye was always inside a small circle and never took a step. He just exhausted Neji's attack and didn't fight back. After a series of attacks, fine sweat broke out on Neji's face. His breathing also became rapid, and his heart was even more shocked. This is the power of Jonin. I don't even have the strength to push him back, and, as the advisor of the Uchiha clan, even Sharingan is useless. At this point, it can be said that Neji thinks too much. That's it, I still want Qiye to use Sharingan, but he is still far from it. Now Neji's strength is a few light years worse than Qiye's. A smile appeared on the corner of Neji's mouth after his consecutive attacks failed. Advisor, this is a move I just learned. Please give me some pointers. You are already within my attack range. I saw Neji spread out his hands and lean forward slightly. This move is Gentle Fist Method, 8 trigrams 64 palms. Qiye was a little surprised. Did the 10-year-old Neji already know this trick? In the Hyuga family, he is indeed a genius. In Neji's eyes, the 8 trigrams pattern appeared at his and Kia's feet. The Gentle Fist Method, 8 trigrams 64 palms. Brush 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 brush. Neji attacked Qiye again. When he finished the 64 palms, he was stunned. He just seemed to hit the air, and there was no sense of physical collision. And Qiye, who was standing there, was still smiling at him. How is this possible? No, do it again. When Neji was about to cast 8 trigrams 64 palms again, Qiye asked him. Advertisement. Neji, are you hot? Neji. A little bit. I'm in a hurry, so let's cool you down. Before Neji's second 8 trigrams 64 palms could be performed, he suddenly found that his hands and feet had been inexplicably frozen. Amazed in my heart. What the hell is going on here? Neji, who was frozen, was unable to move even with all the strength of his entire body. Neji's white eyes stared at Uchiha Qiye, and blue light suddenly appeared in the white pupils. This chakra, how can the advisor have such a powerful chakra? Neji was completely stunned when he saw Qiye's chakra. It is like standing on a small boat floating in the deep sea, with no end in sight. Faced with Jonin himself, the ending was beyond his surprise. No matter what, Neji would never have thought that it was an instant kill. This time, Neji finally understood the gap between him and Qiye. Even Hyuga Hiyashi, the head of the Hyuga clan, couldn't defeat him with one move. And now Qiye has done it. And the chakra that Qiye showed just now, Neji has no end in sight. This completely unknown force is the most feared. He had seen the chakra of many ninjas in Konoha with his white eyes, but never had it been so unfathomable as Qiye. Now, Neji understands the reason why Qiye can become a consultant, that is, with absolute power, he has absolute right to speak. Now he believes that Qiye didn't lie just now, and he went back to get power. Genius just likes to take things for granted. The reason why Qiye can become a consultant is because of the back door, that's all. There is nothing powerless. After undoing Neji's frozen shackles, Qiye clapped his hands. Neji, then wait here, I'll go get some power and come back right away. Well, then I would like to thank the advisor. At this time, Neji, he seemed to see hope. With a swoosh, Qiye disappeared in place. The next second, he appeared in Hokage's office. The scene in Hokage's office has been recorded by Qiye, and it is very convenient that a god can come here. Hey, Master Qiye, you're back. Seeing Qiye's sudden appearance, Shizune exclaimed. Tsunade, who was contemplating at this time, also glanced aside. This little devil is really insane. The appearance of Qiye gave Tsunade a lot of peace of mind. Lord Hokage, I have found the most suitable three-tails Jinchuriki. Oh, who is it? Tsunade asked curiously, already frowning over this. Now that Qiye went out for a while, he thought of a way to solve this problem, and he was very happy. In fact, no matter who becomes the Jinchuriki of Three Tails, he can perfectly control the power of Three Tails. What? Tsunade and Shizune both looked at Qiye with dumbfounded expressions. What does this mean? Because Three Tails and I have reached an agreement, whoever becomes its Jinchuriki will help, regardless of the ninja's physique, seal, whether it can hold back the tail beast, etc. Little devil, you won't brag, right? The other party is a tailed beast. Can you listen to human beings? Tsunade couldn't believe it for a while, knowing that Nine Tails almost destroyed Konoha a few years ago. How could there be a tailed beast taking the initiative to let humans control it? This is simply too fantastic. Cloud Shinobi has such a Jinchuriki, why can't we Konoha have it? Little devil, you said it too, that's Cloud Shinobi, not Konoha. Eight Tails and Erway cultivated their relationship when Jinchuriki was young. Lord Hokage, something so strange happened last night, don't you believe me? Last night? What strange things happened last night? Shizune asked curiously. Hearing Qiye talk about what happened last night again, Tsunade blushed. Little devil, it's not that we don't believe you, but you have to open my eyes, right? Tsunade is a Hokage after all, and if something goes wrong, she, the Hokage, will be responsible. She also did not hit the south wall and did not look back. Without saying a word, Qiye picked up the 8 treasure pot and opened the lid. Tsunade and Shizune were stunned by this series of operations. Look, this is the best proof. I opened the lid and 3 Tails didn't want to come out, and the seal chain is long gone. At this time, Tsunade and Shizune finally believed Qiye's words. It took a long time for her to become a Jinchuriki. She thought so much, what a waste of brain cells. Hey, kid, why didn't you tell me about such a good thing sooner? I've been thinking about it for so long, and my hair is about to fall out. Tsunade couldn't help but rolled his eyes at him. You didn't ask. Besides, now that I said it, I didn't have to explain it, it's too troublesome. At first glance, it really makes sense. Cut. Self-righteous brat. ... Yo, little one, have you found my Jinchuriki? A deep voice came from the 8 treasure pot, it was 3 Tails who was talking to Qiye again. Well, I found it, and I'll take you there right away. Well, hurry up, suffocated in this pot, and can't see the outside world. Qiye's conversation with 3 Tails, Tsunade and Shizune naturally overheard. The two of them stared at each other with big and small eyes, and they were completely speechless when they were shocked in their hearts. How can there be such a tailed beast, begging humans to seal it, asking for Jinchuriki? It was the first time they had seen tailed beasts licking humans. Aren't humans generally licking the beast for its power to control the tail? When did the tailed beast become so humble? Tsunade felt that their 3 views had been completely subverted by Uchiha Qiye. And the conversation between Qiye and 3 Tails is very natural, like old friends who have been with each other for many years. Is this little devil really omnipotent? Even the tailed beast has surrendered. This, Master Qiye, is really amazing. Tsunade and Shizune's eyes focused on Qiye at the same time, looking at him with monster-like eyes. Tsunade gritted his teeth, thinking to himself. Hey, stinky brat, you haven't said who Jinchuriki is, don't leave yet. Tsunade couldn't help but be complacent about his wise decision. With a squeak, Qiye disappeared. Shizune. Master Tsunade, Master Qiye seems to have gone far. Sure enough, I still can't look at this kid according to common sense. With this kid in Konoha, my Hokage will be much more comfortable. It seems that making him a consultant is the wisest decision in my life. No respond. Tsunade. Lord Hokage, I'm in a hurry to bring 3 Tails to Jinchuriki. I'll be back when the seal is over. Chapter 108. Advertisement. Hey, kid, wait a minute. Tsunade was still calling out loudly, and Qiye had long since disappeared. This stinky B************ D runs so fast, he hasn't said who will be the Jinchuriki. Shizune's eyes narrowed slightly, revealing a shallow smile. Master Tsunade, don't worry, Master Qiye doesn't look like a reckless person, he will definitely find someone suitable for 3 Tails Jinchuriki. Tsunade doesn't believe this, she doesn't want to benefit Konoha, and in her eyes, it doesn't hurt. With Qiye's brain circuits, Tsunade could not understand his thoughts. Qiye took the 8 treasure pot and rushed into the forest. Hey, little guy, which human body do you want to seal me in? At this time, 3 Tails also had a little anticipation in his heart. Its past Jinchuriki only had 4th Mizukage and Nohara Rin. After many years, it will live in the human body again. Unlike the previous 2 times, this time it lives in the human body without any shackles. The treatment was simply utterly different. He was looking forward to this. Oh, it's a young man of the Hyuga family, a young man with ideas, you will be very suitable. Oh, the Hyuga clan, the descendants of Hamura, is it the branch house or the clan? Hey, Jifu, you know all this. Cut. 3 Tails in the jug stroked a Tsunare look. Our tailed beasts have survived from the era of Sage of 6 Paths and have witnessed the history of ninjas. What do you not know? The Hyuga family is also divided into a clan and a branch house, but it is only because later generations misinterpreted the meaning of Otsutsuki Hamura, the younger brother of Sage of 6 Paths Otsutsuki Hagoromo, that the clan and branch house exist. Listening to 3 Tails talking about the ancient past, Qiye asked curiously. So Isofuk, do you know the caged bird seal of the Hyuga clan? This is the sealing technique handed down from the Six Paths period, how could I not know? Then do you have a way to crack it? If the seal of Neji's caged bird is lifted, he may be able to fully unleash his talents. Boy, don't you want to seal me on the Hyuga family branch house people? Yes, that young man is from the branch house. Haha, boy, then you have found the right person. Three Tails burst out laughing. Who do you think I am? I am a tailed beast, a collection of chakras. Breaking a caged bird seal is not a problem. The process will be very painful. I don't know if the kid you said can stand it. It will be on the spot accidentally dead. If this pain can't be endured, then Neji's fate is already doomed. Don't worry, Isofuji, I won't find someone unknown to be your Jinchuriki. Note that the original book did not explain how to remove curse mark. Caged bird, it just said that death will disappear. Neji died in the Fourth Ninja War, and caged bird did disappear. However, his father was taken out by impure world reincarnation. There is also the caged bird seal on it. Maybe it was the dirt that he would have had during his lifetime. I can't explain it. The setting of this book is that being a Jinchuriki is enough to break the caged bird seal. Fourth Hokage said that the flying thunder god mark will never disappear, but Obito disappears when he becomes Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Here is set to become the tailed beast Jinchuriki, with the power of the tailed beast curse mark. Caged bird will disappear, so don't fight for it a little. Holding the 8 treasure pot, Qiye rushed to Ning. Advisor, have you brought your power back? Somehow, Neji felt that way. Well, that's power. Qiye pointed to the 8 treasure pot in his hand. A pot with such a strong power. Neji opened his eyes, trying to see what was going on inside the pot. I can't see clearly. Because of the seal, Neji's white eyes couldn't see inside. This surprised him. Neji, have you heard of tailed beasts? Tailed beast, I only know that Konoha was almost destroyed by 9 tails a few years ago. That is the tailed beast. Yes, there are 9 tailed beasts in the world. You are talking about 9 tails, and in this pot are 3 tails. Advertisement. 3 tails. Neji's white eyes were full of curiosity. Seal the 3 tails in your body and make you a Jinchuriki, and you can gain great power, and the power of the tailed beast can also break through the curse mark, caged bird on your forehead. Break the curse. Hearing these words, Hyuga Neji couldn't help trembling. It's what he's dreamed of. Because of the existence of curse mark, caged bird, he will be under the control of the clan for all his life. Now with such a chance to break the spell, how could Neji not get excited? Can a caged bird really fly in the sky? At this moment, Neji saw hope. However, Neji, the power of the tailed beast is very powerful. It will be very painful to break through the curse. Can you bear it? Advisor, I have been working hard for this all my life. Death is nothing in front of me. Just now, I have wandered in front of death once. Neji was talking about Hyuga Hiyashi controlling curse mark. The pain caged bird caused to his brain was worse than death. Puff. Neji knelt down directly and said sincerely, Advisor, I will always remember this kindness, please use the seal. Yo, Qiye, the kid you found is not bad. 3 tails in the 8 treasure pot also spoke. Neji was stunned. Advisor, what is this? 3 tails Isozuke, it's a good impression of you, you can talk to him anytime in the future. Since the 3 tails won't resist, the seal is not that difficult. Just put a seal on Neji to give the 3 tails a good place to live. The seal has begun, and the majestic chakra of the 3 tails is flowing into Neji's body. There is such a powerful force. There was a slight smile on Neji's face, the majestic chakra he had seen for the first time. And it is constantly flowing into his body. If it weren't for the seal as a container, this mighty chakra would be enough to burst his flesh. Suddenly, the caged bird seal on Neji's forehead glowed a dazzling blue light. Neji, this is the most important stage. Whether you can survive this desperate pain or not depends on you. Sudden pain travels from the brain throughout the body. That's the mighty chakra ramming his caged bird seal. The blue veins on the cheeks are exposed, and Neji has used the white eyes. The sweat on his cheeks was frantically exposed. What? The intense pain made Neji growl. Even so, he remained awake. He clenched his fists tightly. At this moment, he couldn't lose. He will never forget the ugly faces of the people of the clan. Neji was unwilling to be a pawn of the Zong family, and at this moment, he had to break free from the cage by himself. Qiye on the side looked at Neji, who was struggling with pain, with interest. He could see the blue spell on Neji's forehead slowly disappearing. The curse mark disappeared, and with Neji's talent, he might be able to unleash the full power of Bai Yan. Until the last moment, curse mark, caged bird disappeared completely. Neji let out a low growl and immediately knelt on the ground. He was soaked all over, and he couldn't tell whether it was sweat or tears on his cheeks. 3 tails seal completed, curse mark, caged bird has been lifted. The current Neji is 3 tails Jinchuriki, Hyuga Neji. _ Chapter 109. Advertisement. The land of water, Kurigakure. Surrounded by thick fog all the year round, it is a secret enclosed village. Terumi Mei, are you telling the truth? Master Yuan let out a long sigh, his deep eyes no longer able to see the eyeballs. I am old and my hair is gone. This is the temporary manager of Kurigakure, Yuan Shi. He has already thought about the candidate for the 5th Mizukage, that is Terumi Mei. Now it is purely to lay the foundation for its superior position. Xingjian lifted the illusion in the original 4th Mizukage, and the 4th Mizukage died soon after, which also led to the Three Tails becoming a masterless thing. The current Mist Shinobi is quietly developing the village power, and slowly walked out of the fear of the blood fog. Unexpectedly, Konoha grabbed another one at this time, and even the Three Tails were gone. Six Tails has become a traitor, and now the country of water, a tailed beast is gone. Yes, Master Yuan, after all kinds of evidence, we can confirm that Three Tails was taken away by Konoha's ninja seal. Terumi Mei also blamed herself for this, if only she had gone earlier. The Konoha of damn it dares to rob us of our belongings in the territory of the land of water, isn't he afraid of causing a war? Master Yuan would never have thought that Konoha, who has always been submissive, has become so proactive. In his impression, Konoha has always been the lord in faction. In the Third War, he took the initiative to conclude a peace contract with the country of wind. They don't care if the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village steal the eye. How come today, he has become so active and strong? Master Yuan, maybe this is what the 5th Hokage does. Tsunade, the legendary Sannin, that girl, indeed, is quite different from her teacher Sarutobi Hiruzen. At this time, Ching had returned from performing tasks outside. Master Yuanshi, Master Terumi Mei, I heard that the Three Tails of our Kurigakure were taken away by the ninjas of Konoha. Well, that's right, the cunning Konoha caught our tailed beast's attention. Ching naturally couldn't swallow this breath. Master Yuan, do you want me to lead a team to lurk near Konoha? They have 9 tails Jinchuriki in Konoha. We can grab it. I once fought Uchiha Shisui at Konoha's border, and I fought against Konoha around Konoha. The terrain is very familiar. Indeed, when Ao led the team to harass Konoha, Shisui stopped him. But have you really fought? It's like Kakuzu said he played with first Hokage. Shisui fell into the illusion of a man who was hundreds of meters away. Ching glanced at it with white eyes and found that it was Shisui in an instant. Can't beat, slipped. Master Yuan thought for a few seconds. Forget it, let's forget about this for now. The most important thing at the moment is to restore the strength of the village. If you don't cut it, you have already defected from the village, and there are not many of the 7 ninja swordsmen. The most important thing is the Three Tails. Can't get out. Master Yuan, rest assured, our policy of seclusion and locking the village is still in place, and this matter will definitely be kept secret. Konoha's ninjas came to the land of water and snatched the mist tail. If this spread in the ninja world, it would definitely be a shame for Kurigakure. Ninjas from other countries are quietly at the door of the house, you don't know yet, but they were robbed of such a powerful force as a tailed beast. No matter where such news spreads, it is a joke. It will become a joke after dinner for others, and every ninja in every country and village will scoff at Kurigakure. Back then, Kurigakure was really hilarious. The scrawny Yuan Shi clenched his cane tightly, and said angrily, damn it's Konoha, we Mist Shinobi have written down this account. On the other side, Neji finally endured the majestic chakra of Three Tails, the curse mark, caged bird on his forehead disappeared, and he himself fell asleep. After an unknown amount of time, Neji opened his eyes, and the white pupils flashed a strange light. Advertisement. Oh, Hyuga Neji, you're awake, congratulations, you made it. Ha, ha, ha ha. Neji, who has always been calm and composed, let out a hearty and heroic laugh. It seems that all the grievances that have been accumulated in the heart for many years are poured out. Thank you, my advisor. Neji got down on one knee, he was so excited he didn't know what to say. One thing to say, Qiye deserves Neji's kneeling. I just give you the power of Three Tails, the important thing is you yourself, bear this power, this is all the order of Lord Hokage, I'm just a tool to carry out the task, you understand. Qiye thought to himself, Tsunade, I have pushed all the good things on you. As a consultant, I have done a very good job, and I can't ask for more. Lord Hokage, Hyuga Neji will follow the will of Hokage-sama and advisor-sama to the death. In Neji's heart, it was Uchiha Qiye who gave him a new life. At first, he was somewhat resistant to Hokage, for no other reason. It was because Cloud Shinobi's people wanted Hyuga's body, and his father became a scapegoat, and third Hokage agreed and tacitly agreed. Fifth Hokage, Neji has always been a small fan of Qiye, and now he admires Qiye for his new student even more. Open black lens bracket ding. Hyuga Neji's loyalty to host is 95 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Hyuga Neji loyalty to Hokage Tsunade 90 close black lens bracket. The highest loyalty is 100, which is like being hit with distinguished heavenly gods, completely following the will of the magician. Qiye can also force it with magic control, but the twisted melon is not sweet. Qiye has seen Kimamaro's loyalty to Orochimaru, which is stronger than Kimamaro Isshin's dedication to Orochimaru, and the loyalty is only 90. Kimamaro can give his life for Orochimaru, not to mention Neji with 95 loyalty. As long as Qiye has an order, Neji will do it 200%. Okay, my mission is over, you can go back and familiarize yourself with the power in your lower body. If you have any questions, you can ask the Three Tails Isofu in your body, it will teach you. Yes, my advisor. Now Qiye not only controls the power of Three Tails, but also gains a little fan brother, why not do it? The main thing for him to do this is for himself, Konoha, that is secondary. Oops, it's already evening. You have to go back quickly, or the old woman will be mad. Call out. A god, Qiye immediately returned to the Hokage office. Damn it, stinky brat, you know how to come back. As soon as he saw Qiye coming back, Tsunade glared at him, and Shizune beside him felt helpless. Say, who did you seal the Three Tails on? The Hyuga family, the body of Hyuga Neji. Tsunade is Hokage after all, so it's natural to tell him this. Tsunade finally breathed a sigh of relief. Master Tsunade, Hyuga Neji is a member of the branch house of the Hyuga clan, and a genius of the Hyuga clan. Oh, Lord Hokage, Hyuga Neji's control of the power of the Three Tails is of great help to Konoha, don't worry. Looking at Kia's confident look, the Three Tails matter has finally been resolved. Hey, Hokage is really tough, huh? Unbeknownst to Tsunade, as Tsunade's assistant, Shizune was already familiar with the village's various situations. Hyuga Neji, which kid is that again? Chapter 110. Advertisement. These days, Konoha is as usual, calm and comfortable. As soon as Qiye woke up, she saw the delicate face of Xian beside the pillow. Uyu Xian was still sleeping quietly, this time, Qiye didn't disturb her and got up before her. Because last night and Azuki Xian fought until midnight, both of them were very tired. This sleep, for Uchiha Qiye, the quality is not bad. Open black lens bracket ding, congratulations to host, Susanoo has activated 70% close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan side effects -99 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ninja art. Meiotic regeneration, no need to seal, faster recovery close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket chakra, has been immeasurable close black lens bracket. Qiye was stunned, the last time his chakra had reached the sum of yin and yang 9 tails. Now it is incalculable, which means that his chakra has surpassed the chakra of the full 9 tails. That is to say, in today's ninja world, even if the dead Senju Hashirama is included, Uchiha Qiye's chakra is unique. Usually sleep quality is also good, chakra is growing slowly. The side effects of his use of Mangekyo Sharingan are also slowing down, for convenience. Mangekyo is used more and more times, and the eyes will not feel tired, and there is no vision loss. Sure enough, sleep can solve the problem. When Xian slowly opened her eyes, she could smell the aroma of the food. Oops, bad, I went to bed too late and forgot to prepare breakfast for Kie-kun. When Xian got dressed, she suddenly realized that the smell of the food came from the kitchen. At this time, Kie had already prepared breakfast. Ah, Kie-kun, I'm late, sorry. It's okay, you used to get up early to prepare breakfast for me, this time it's me. Hearing this, Xian blushed and her heart was sweet. She has slept with Kie for so long, and her strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Because Azuki Yuyan is an ordinary human body, unlike Tsunade's body with first-generation genes, chakra has reached the level of a tailed beast all of a sudden. In terms of strength, Xian's current strength is probably beyond the level of elite Jonin, and it is close to cage level. Her Konoha-style swordsmanship is becoming more and more exquisite. With the blessing of a huge chakra, many novel moves can be created. Kie will also give her some pointers, his woman, naturally, will not be too weak. Azuki Xian took a shower, and the two had a sweet breakfast. On the other side, Hyuga Neji is practicing hard in a forest. He has been the Three Tails Jinchuriki for some time now, and he must become acquainted with this vast force as soon as possible. To have power, you have to use it correctly. Otherwise, there is nothing left in the air, and he can't fully express it, and that is the tragedy of his being a genius. Fortunately, after so many days of training, Neji's strength against Three Tails is not bad. His body must slowly become familiar with the Three Tails, the massive chakra. Haste is not enough, Hyuga would rather understand this truth. Such a huge force can only be taken slowly, not in a hurry. A drop of water is not a day's work. 8 trigrams air palm. Hyuga Neji snorted softly, and slammed his palm directly to the huge rock not far away. A mass of highly concentrated chakra air blasted directly at the massive rock. Advertisement. Boom. A loud explosion sounded, and the boulder was directly smashed by Neji's 8 trigrams air palm. This palm is powerful enough to be comparable to A-rank ninjutsu. Of course, Neji's own chakra is far from enough. Among them, Neji mostly uses chakra from 3 tails. Yo, Neji kid, hold my chakra well. Seeing such a wonderful performance of Neji, the 3 tails in his body couldn't help but praise him. Master Gifu, you have won the prize, it's not enough. It is because of the power of 3 tails Isozuke that Neji can break through the caged bird seal. For 3 tails, he is very respectful. That guy Kia's eyes are really not bad, you are indeed a genius. Why, do you want to try tail beast transformation? Master Isofu, I'd better start with what I'm familiar with, and lay a solid foundation for gentle fist and acupuncture. When I'm completely familiar with these, I'm trying to transform into a tail beast. What do you think? Well, boy, it's really important to lay a solid foundation. I'm optimistic about you. You can cultivate slowly. I'm going to bed, sir. The 3 tails inside Neji was about to close his eyes when he suddenly thought of something. He said slowly, Neji kid, you Hyuga family are descendants of Hamura, and Bayan is not inferior to the existence of Sharingan. If you develop well, maybe you will surpass Uchiha. Before he could finish speaking, 3 tails stopped. Forget it, when I didn't say it, I couldn't see through that guy Uchiha Qiye. I feel like your chances of surpassing him are 0, because the sage of 6 paths that created me used to have Sharingan, but that guy Qiye gave me a better feeling than the old man of 6 paths is still mysterious, it's really strange, and, Hamura is Yuyi's younger brother, and his younger brother is always his younger brother. Okay, having said so much, this uncle is going to rest. Neji was stunned. He couldn't even think about what 3 tails said just now. Lord Qiye is so strong. He was relieved when he heard 3 tails say that the probability of surpassing Uchiha Qiye was 0. Although there was only one fight with Qiye, it was that time. Let Neji know in his heart that idols are always idols, and they are his insurmountable existence. At that time, Qiye didn't have to dodge so many attacks from him at all, he could instantly kill him. Neji knows this. Neji has never thought about surpassing anyone, he has only one goal, he just needs to be stronger than himself the second before. Also, let the people of the clan treat the people of their branch house equally. ... Suddenly, a figure suddenly appeared in front of Neji, who had the same eyes as Neji. Neji, I've been looking for you for a long time, so you're here. Matsuma, what's the matter? Hyuga Matsuma, who is a little older than Neji, is a member of the branch house of the Hyuga family, and is also Chunin of Konoha village. What else can you do? The elders of the clan asked you to go. Elder. Neji clenched his fists with both hands, and a strange look flashed in his eyes. Neji has already guessed what the elders of the Hyuga clan have to do with him. It is nothing more than letting him be a sparring partner for the children of the clan. Looking at Neji's appearance, Hyuga Matsuma also sighed. Neji, you can't kill the clan like you did last time, let alone the daughter of the patriarch, Lord Hinata. Well, I know, it was my fault last time. Hey, our branch house is destined to be a slave of the clan. Neji, you must not go against the wishes of the elders in the clan, or they will control curse mark. Caged bird, maybe your eyes will be erased. You are the genius of the Hyuga family and the hope of our branch house. I see, Song Jian, I'm going to meet the elders of the clan. This time, Hyuga Neji walked into the gate of the ancestral house with his head held high, and he believed that he could come out with his head held high too. Chapter 111. Advertisement. In the Hyuga family compound, the patriarch Hyuga Hiyashi and several elders are there. Neji walked into the venue indifferently with no expression on his face. Elder, do you have anything to do with me? Seeing Neji's appearance, the elders of the Hyuga clan showed a hint of disdain on their faces. Che, is there such a genius in the branch house? They don't believe it. For a long time, the branch house has been the slave of their clan. Even if Hyuga Neji has the title of genius, he is only a tool man of their clan. Neji, this is Hyuga, the elder's confidant, and a member of the clan. Come and learn about the gentle fist. Yes, Neji respectfully agreed. See you Hyuga, about the same age as Neji. As for Hyuga Neji, Hyuga sees his hands clasping his fists and completely ignores Neji. The people in the branch house have the reputation of genius, and in his opinion, it is a disgrace to the Hyuga family. What about geniuses? They are not subordinates of their clan. Neji, you have no eyes on your fists and feet. Don't say it hurts when you hit you later. Also, I'm here today to try your so-called genius. Hyuga spit out a mouthful of spit, and his tone was quite sarcastic. In the past, Neji was only regarded as a touchstone for the disciples of the sect to practice tricks. Even if he can knock down the opponent easily, as a branch house, he can't do it. He is just the object of practice. If he knocks down the opponent all at once, how can the people of the sect practice? The last time I played with Hinata's gentle fist was an exception. He just wanted to vent his inner dissatisfaction. In his heart, Hinata is obviously weak, but she is the princess of the Konoha Hyuga clan. This is how to balance his mind. His father was only a few seconds after Hyuga Hiyashi, and they were twins. But just because of these few seconds, the fate has been decided. Qiye had told him that the children of the clan who were about his age were also innocent, so I couldn't blame them. It is this system, this patriarch, this elder that is to blame. Therefore, Neji will not laugh at the weak children of the Hinata clan, nor will he anger them. He thinks so, others may not think so. No, Hyuga is here to rub the majesty of Hyuga Neji. He wanted to let Neji know that the genius of the branch house was nothing more than that. It's a shame to let someone from a branch house represent the Hyuga family. See Hyuga, to prove it for the clan. The competition begins. At the elder's order, Hyuga assumed the pose of gentle fist. Neji, on the other hand, was unmoved. Little devil, what kind of eyes are those looking down on me? Hyuga was angry because he saw that Neji didn't seem to have him in his eyes at all. In other words, Neji didn't take him seriously at all. When has someone in his dignified family suffered such a humiliation? Hyuga Matsuma on the side is also worried about Neji. Neji, don't do stupid things, just do good tricks to make the people of the sect happy, and don't think about anything else. I saw that Hyuga saw that the blue veins on his cheeks were exposed, and they were already exposed. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. As a master family, his resources are naturally much better than those in the branch house. 8 trigrams 64 palms, Neji got it on his own. His father died, and no one in the branch house taught him. As for Hyuga, someone taught him to practice when he was in gentle fist. In Hyuga's eyes, Neji is already in his true 8 trigrams. This 8 trigrams 64 palms he does not ask for all hits, but only one hits. The chakra flow of the meridians in Neji's body will be sealed, which means that the other party will not be able to extract chakra for a period of time. Then, there will be no suspense in victory, that is he Hyuga see. Hyuga doesn't want to keep his hands, and when he makes a move, it's a sharp attacking move. He needs to deal with Hyuga Neji quickly so that he can show his strength as a clan. Advertisement. Moreover, he has fought with many disciples of the branch house, and he knows that the people of the branch house cannot hurt the Zong family. So, Hyuga can attack Neji without fear. Neji can only be passive. Oops, this Hyuga is growing so fast. No, after all, he is a member of the clan, and he has already mastered 8 trigrams 64 palms at such a young age. I don't know if that kid in the branch house can escape. It's already a blessing for him to be able to meet Hyuga and see the adults, so what else can he think about? Some of the elders of the Hyuga clan couldn't help but praise Hyuga in the 8 trigrams 64 palms pose. No worries about Neji at all. The only person worried about Neji is Hyuga Matsuma of the branch house, but of course, he is worried about something different. He was worried that Neji would not get carried away by his anger and beat Hyuga. Hyuga Matsuma has played against Neji and Hyuga Khan. Who is strong and who is weak, he couldn't be more clear. 1 palm, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 32 palms, 64 palms, ha. 64 palms, Hyuga saw all of them displayed. What surprised him was that all of the 64 chapters were hidden by Neji. And it was just dodging, not attacking. Of course, he couldn't stay still like Qiye. Neji's heart was a little lost. I thought to myself, the people of the Zong family have only this ability. The 8 trigrams 64 palms is about the same level as when he first learned. He didn't understand why the elders were still praising Hyuga. I can only say that Neji is young and doesn't understand what society is. Those elders praised Hyuga and saw that nature had their reasons. But when Neji evaded the 8 trigrams 64 palms Hyuga had seen, the venue fell silent. The elders of the Hyuga clan were stunned, and even the chief Hyuga Hiyashi frowned. A look of surprise flashed across his face. After not seeing Neji for many days, Hyuga Hiyashi feels that Neji's strength has grown a lot. Damn it, do you just know how to hide like a fly? Hyuga saw that he was attacking several times in a row, all of which were dodged by Neji. And Neji didn't even use the white eye. In Hyuga's eyes, it was blatant sarcasm. He could see it in Neji's eyes, it was a look of sympathy. He's sympathizing with me, a joke. Does someone from a clan need sympathy from someone from the branch house? In fact, Hyuga thinks too much after seeing it, and Neji is just this expression. Next, Hyuga sees another attack on Neji. He was also dodged by Neji. After so long without success, Hyuga felt irritable in her heart. Damn its branch house slave, can't you just not hide and fight? Snapped. Neji kicked Hyugami directly in the lower abdomen, and Hyugami was knocked back several meters. You promised to try gentle fist, but you actually use your feet. Hyuga saw that he was completely provoked. To be repelled with his feet, it was a huge shame for him. Angrily continued to run. Neji ran. Damn its branch house slave, just standing there obediently letting me beat him. Didn't your father die for the clan like this? What are you still struggling with? At this moment, the blue veins on Neji's cheeks were exposed, and the white eyes opened without dying. Brows furrowed, those white pupils stared at Hyuga. His father's business is Neji's inverse scale. Ha ha ha. Seeing that Hyuga burst out laughing, he suddenly shouted. That's right, that's the expression. I like to see the expression of the people in your branch house. It's the expression that doesn't like me and can't kill me, ha ha. It's so funny. 8 trigrams air palm. The next second, the Hyuga family compound was deadly silent. Note: the Hyuga family is divided into a clan and a branch house. There are also several members of the Hyuga clan in the original book, as well as elders. It is not pointed out whether the clan is a single person or a generation or what. This article is just like that. Chapter 112. Advertisement. 8 trigrams air palm. Neji shouted loudly, and released a high-density chakra shock wave from the right palm, rushing towards Hyuga Jien, with a very fast speed. Hyuga, who has white eyes, can see the chakra air mass, but his body has no time to react. He watched helplessly as the chakra air mass hit his lower abdomen. This kind of attack that can be seen but cannot be defended is the most painful. Boom. With a low muffled sound, Hyuga saw that it was directly shot several meters away by Neji's 8 trigrams air palm, and smashed heavily on the wall of the Hyuga family's compound. Hyuga saw his entire body fall to the ground in a daze, his face pale, and a trace of blood spilled from the corner of his mouth. This is 8 trigrams air palm. When did you kid learn 8 trigrams air palm? 8 trigrams air palm, in the Hyuga clan, is only used by Jonin-level clansmen, and this branch house person, who is only 10 years old, can use such a high-level gentle fist secret technique. As the kid in the branch house really a genius. The elders of the Hyuga clan present were stunned, they had no idea that Neji would behave like this. And Hyuga Matsuma was in a cold sweat for Neji. Neji, you've hurt the clan again, how can that be? Hyuga Hiyashi frowned, not knowing what to think. Hyuga, who was lying on the ground, stood up, her hair was scattered, and she was very embarrassed. Staring at Neji fiercely, Hyuga Neji, you're so cruel, that's not my fault. Relying on the identity of his clan, Hyuga sees that although Neji is defeated, he is not afraid at all. That's right, Neji, how could you kill Hyuga-sama? The people of our branch house are here to protect the existence of the clan. You murdered the clan, and if you let the people of other Konoha clans know about it, wouldn't it be a joke for them to say that we violated the 1,000-year-old legacy of our ancestors? We Hyuga clan can't afford to lose this face. That's right, Neji, are you arrogant just because you're a little smart? Some people have seen Neji beat Hyuga, and have been pointing. Among them, there are only a few people from the clan, and most of them are members of the branch house. After kneeling for a long time, you can't stand up. That's the truth. The weak will not report for warmth. For their own interests, they will only kill each other. Neji defeated the people of the Zong family, of course, slapped the Zong family in the face, embarrassing the Zong family. If the members of the clan are unhappy, use curse mark, caged bird to punish them directly. The branch house can't resist at all, it is their branch house that suffers. These people blamed Neji for nothing more than wanting to please the clan, and for fear of being implicated. Neji's eyes swept across the group of people in the branch house, and the white eyes were full of contempt and sympathy. Seeing Neji's stern gaze, no one in the branch house dared to look at him, all turned their heads to one side. The people in these branch houses are already numb, and these faces Neji have long been familiar with. He was acting normally just now, and he didn't have any intention to kill at all. However, these people with intentions said that they were full of killing intent, for fear that they would be implicated. Neji's 8 trigrams air palm just uses his own chakra, but it still works. It was only a minor injury to Hyuga. If the power of 3 tails was used, it would not be as simple as a minor injury. Under the palm of your hand, blood will be splattered. It doesn't matter what other branch house people think. Now he can follow his heart. Anyone who wants to come out to ask for advice, regardless of the clan, branch house, Neji will accept it. Call. Neji's indifferent eyes looked around the crowd, which was the confidence of a genius. The Hyuga tribesmen present took a deep breath. This. Why are the brats in this branch house so mad? Advertisement. They really didn't think that it was not enough for Hyuga Neji to defeat a Hyuga, and they also wanted to challenge other people, regardless of the clan, branch house. In their opinion, this is a little bit of strength and it will float away. Hyuga Matsuma clasped her hands together tightly. Neji, what's wrong with you? You have been holding back in the past, why are you so impatient today? What happened next? Hyuga Matsuma couldn't imagine. He was afraid that the people of the clan would use curse mark, caged bird, then Neji would be in trouble. Neji, even though it's just a simple exercise, you shouldn't use this ruthless hand to hurt Hyuga. That's right, your branch house's mission is to protect the sect, how can you be so cruel? Even if you win, so what? The elder of the Hyuga clan finally spoke. His words were full of scolding against Neji, but he didn't mean to blame Hyuga at all. At this point, Neji has come to see it. This pedantic family, he doesn't need to wait. Elder, since the practice is over, I will leave. Neji simply said something and walked out the door. You. One of the elders was furious with Neji. When did their clan get mad at the branch house? The practice is not over yet. Swish. Several shuriken quickly flew towards Neji, and the momentum was so fast that the sound of friction with the airflow could be heard. Clang clang. Neji held kunai in his hand and blocked all the shuriken that was facing away from him. By this time, he had already opened his eyes. The one who suddenly attacked him was a member of the clan, Hyuga sees far. Hyuga Jianyuan and Hyuga Jien have a good relationship, and see Hyuga Jien lose. And Neji has this arrogant attitude, and is still a branch house person. Naturally, he couldn't see it, and while seeking justice for Hyuga, he also had to prove to the Hyuga family that the Hyuga family is not the only genius in the branch house. He, Hyuga Jinyuan, 1 year old, is not only a member of the clan, but also a special Jonin of Konoha. This time, Neji isn't going to leave either. Since it is destined to break up with the Hyuga clan, it is the same as coming sooner or later. And he doesn't want to be driven by the Hyuga clan anymore. Neji now only recognizes himself as Konoha. Although he has not yet become a ninja, the only people who can give him quest orders are Hokage and his advisors. Now that Hyuga has stood up, there is only one thing he has to do. Hyuga's end is the end of his Hyuga's vision. Hyuga Vision smiled coldly. Hyuga Neji, you should be thankful that you were born in the Hyuga clan. Thank you for having those white eyes, or you couldn't hide from the shuriken just now. Hyuga's visionary shuriken attacks all come from blind spots behind him. If it weren't for the 360-degree blind spot field of vision, a kid who hasn't become a ninja, no matter how talented he is, can't escape all of them. Are you done? Let's start when you're done. Come on, slave of the clan, I'll see how long you can play it. 8 trigrams air palm. Hyuga Vision did not hesitate to use the 8 trigrams air palm. As a special Jonin, he has long been proficient in this trick, and he has just seen Neji's palm with his eyes. Compared with his own palm technique, the power is simply worlds apart. At that level, 8 trigrams air palm can only beat Hyuga. It's useless at all until his Hyuga meets in the distance. Hyuga's vision used 8 trigrams air palm, and a strange smile appeared on Neji's mouth. It was followed by a palm. 8 trigrams air palm vs 8 trigrams air palm. 2 high strength and high density chakra shock waves collided in the air. However, in the next scene, everyone in the Hyuga clan couldn't sit still. Chapter 113. Advertisement. 8 trigrams air palm. Neji also swung with an 8 trigrams air palm. 2 high-density chakra air masses collide with each other in the air. Humph. Hyuga saw Yuan's mouth slightly raised, showing a look of disdain. His eyes were slightly condensed, and there was a slight sarcasm in the eyes of Hyuga Neji. With your 8 trigrams air palm, you dare to fight against me, you really think who you are. Suddenly, Hyuga's white eyes suddenly narrowed. Neji's 8 trigrams air palm suddenly broke through the obstruction of his empty palm and blasted directly at Hyuga. The sudden increase in the chakra air mass made it very difficult for Hyuga to see far. He never imagined that his attack would be defeated by the opponent in an instant. And the air mass of chakra that Hyuga Neji hit was growing in an instant, covering his attack at once. This palm is much stronger than the one I just saw against Hyuga. That kid. Hyuga Jien Yuan gritted his teeth and moved, directly dodging Neji's empty palm attack. The chakra air mass cast by Neji smashed several trees one after another, and finally hit the rocks heavily. Hit the rock to smash and stop. The scene was deadly silent again. These elders never imagined that Neji's palm would have such power. If he used this palm on Hyuga just now, he would be seriously injured if he didn't die. That being said, how could the people of the clan admit this? Hyuga saw that she was stunned in place, her whole body trembling uncontrollably. In his heart, he was a little fortunate. In his opinion, if he really endured that slap, he might have died on the spot. Immediately went to the elder of the Hyuga clan to complain. Elder, Elder, this Hyuga Neji has murderous intentions towards our clan. You can use curse mark, caged bird to control him. Understood. Let's take a look again, and see what tricks the people in the branch house will play. Hyuga Hiyashi also frowned, and those white eyes only stared at Neji. He murmured, Hazashi, you have a good son. And Hyuga, who is fighting Neji, is far more cautious. Neji in front of him was no longer an ordinary kid in his heart, and he had to deal with it with all his strength. Little devil, as a member of the branch house of the Hyuga family, you are quite hidden. Neji didn't want to talk to him like this jumping clown. With a quick step, Neji's figure instantly appeared in front of Hyuga Janyuan, and the two were only a short distance away. Neji lightly touched Hyuga's left shoulder, and Hyuga could only feel a strong current flowing through his body. His body felt weak for a moment, and he immediately knelt down. Sekal, complete Sekal. When Hyuga saw the distance, he felt that Neji appeared in front of him. Next, he knelt down without any strength. He didn't even know when Neji touched his left shoulder. The scene was silent, and the shock that Hyuga Neji brought to the Hyuga family was wave after wave. Whether it's a sect family or a branch house, it's no exception. A special Jonin of Konoha was so easily defeated by someone from a branch house who had not yet become a ninja. The whole process takes less than 2 minutes. Hyuga Matsuma's palms were sweating, and he stared at Neji blankly. Neji, when did you become so powerful? He could see the calm and confidence in Neji's face. In the past, apart from practicing hard, Neji only complained about the injustice of fate, anger and so on. The current Neji is completely different from the past. This is because there is a hang, and the self-confidence is different. It was as if Naruto Sasuke got the power of yin and yang from 6 paths and was about to challenge Uchiha Madara. Sage of 6 paths is essentially selling an old man, so why not Uchiha Qiye? You, what have you done to me? Hyuga Janyuan glared at Neji fiercely. He felt that he was completely unable to use his strength, and it was very difficult to even stand up. And the initiator of all this is Hyuga Neji. He has absolutely no idea what Neji did to his body. It's just an ordinary acupuncture technique, and it will recover after an hour, so just kneel there slowly. For a while, Hyuga was unable to speak when he saw Yuan, and could only be incompetent and furious. He is kneeling now, and standing in front of him is branch house Hyuga Neji. The people of the clan knelt down on the branch house, which is something that the Hyuga family has not seen for thousands of years. If it is spread out, it will be known by other clans in Konoha, or by ninjas in other countries. Then what is the face of the clan of the Hyuga clan? There is no face at all. This is the shame of their Hyuga clan. Hyuga Neji glanced around again, and her arrogant expression seemed to say, who else? This time, the patriarch of the Hyuga clan finally couldn't sit still. Hyuga Neji quickly solved the acupoints of Janyuan, and let the people of the Zong family kneel on the ground. That's right, if you want to kneel, it's the people of the branch house kneeling. Kid, just follow the elder's instructions. If you want to kneel, it's also the people of the branch house kneeling. This sentence lingered in Neji's mind many times, and the sinews were exposed. Turning to the side, he completely ignored the words of the Hichi clan elder. If the elders said something nicer, he might have relieved Hyuga's pain. But now, that is absolutely impossible. Besides, the acupoint removing technique can be solved by Hyuga's elders and patriarchs. You have to figure it out for yourself. Also, do you need to discuss and practice gentle fist? If not, I'll practice by myself. The current Neji doesn't care about the Hyuga clan at all, and walks straight to the gate. With such a cold, arrogant and noble attitude, the elders of the Hyuga clan are going crazy. It seems to them that their identities have changed. Hyuga Neji is the main family, they are the branch house. Branch house boy, if I don't teach you a lesson, I really think I'm the owner of the house, Hokage of Konoha. The patriarch, branch house Hyuga Neji ignored our clan rules and provoked the clan for many times. We didn't hold him accountable because of the same clan and sect. But now, it is tolerable and unbearable, and we must educate him about clan rules. Hyuga Hiyashi didn't speak, just nodded silently. With the acquiescence of the patriarch, the elders grinned. Come on, get the branch house Hyuga Neji. Seeing the default Hyuga Hiyashi, Neji couldn't help but want to laugh. According to the rules of ethics, he still has to be called Uncle Hyuga Hiyashi. And those who belong to the sect will bring the branch house, to show their nobility. If that's the case, then turn the Hyuga clan upside down. Advertisement. Neji has been surrounded by several Jonins from the Hyuga clan, which shows that the clan elders dealt with Hyuga Neji right. I don't want to face, I used such a battle against a 10-year-old child. With the strength shown by Neji just now, it is worthy of their attention. It's over, things have really developed to this point, what should I do, what should I do? Hyuga Matsuma has quietly slipped out of the Hyuga compound, thinking hard about how to save Neji. In this Konoha village, the only person who can make the Hyuga clan jealous is that adult. That's right, the fifth Hokage. Thinking of this, Hyuga Matsuma hurried to the Hokage building. Meanwhile, in Hokage's office, Tsunade, Qiye, and Shizune are observing everything through the crystal ball left by third generation. Tsunade blinked his moving eyes and said with a smile, "My good advisor, this is the three-tails Jinchuriki kid you're talking about." "How about it, Lord Hokage, this Jinchuriki is okay." Yes, this kid can defeat the Jonin of the Hyuga clan at such a young age, our Jinchuriki, his future is limitless." But Tsunade touched his chin, hesitant. "The dispute between the clans within the Hyuga clan makes it difficult for me as a Hokage." "What's so difficult about this? There are so many Konoha families, and a small Hyuga family can turn the world upside down." Tisk. Seeing Kia's confident look, Tsunade was overjoyed. As expected of the man she liked, although she didn't say it, she liked Kia's strength in her heart. Speaking of which, Konoha is also ashamed of the Hyuga clan. Back then, the Cloud Shinobi ninjas were killed by the Hyuga clan when they snatched their eyes, but Cloud Shinobi threatened with war and asked the Hyuga clan to hand over the clan leader's body. Thinking of this, Tsunade felt a little resentful. She was no longer in Konoha by then. But when he thought about it, he couldn't hold his breath. Not only the Hyuga clan agreed, but also the third Hokage at the time. She had long disliked third generation's cowardly approach, which had something to do with her leaving Konoha. Third generation's behavior does not match Tsunade's meaning. "Hey, Hokage-sama, you know about this too." Qiye looked at Tsunade with interest. "Cut, kid, who do you think I am? I'm the fifth Hokage. I knew all this back then, and now I'm Hokage, and I also know that the one who gave the body was the younger brother of Hyuga Hiyashi, the head of the Hyuga clan, Hyuga Hazashi, this kid, the father of three-tails Jinchuriki, right?" The reason why Tsunade knows so much is that she did a lot of work when she became Hokage. The more you think about it, the more you get angry, and the more you take a step back, the more you lose. Tsunade gritted his teeth and said, "The third generation old man at that time was too cowardly, and he would have to fight Cloud Shinobi directly. It was clearly Cloud Shinobi's fault and Konoha had to pay for it. Hey, my teacher is like this, no wonder he killed by Orochimaru." Tisk tisk, Tsunade really is Tsunade, just do it if you don't agree. This is in line with her character, high ideological awareness, strong and brave. As expected of the woman Uchiha Qiye likes. "Kid, don't we care, continue to watch the Hyuga clan fight infighting. Let's take a look, maybe there will be some surprises." So, Qiye, Shizune, and Tsunade focused their attention on the crystal ball again. Boom boom boom. Not long after, there was a hurried knock on the door outside. "Come in." The person who came was Hyuga Matsuma. He immediately knelt down when he saw Tsunade and Qiye. "Master Hokage, Master Advisor, please save our Hyuga clan. Neji has already fought with the people of the clan, and the people of the clan will use the curse seal if we continue. Neji is the hope of our branch house. He is Hyuga, the genius of a family, will become the backbone of the village, and it can't be destroyed by the clan just like that." "Oh." Hyuga Matsuma spoke emotionally, and in exchange was just a sentence, "Oh." "Oh." Shizune explained on the side. "Master Hokage will take action. They're watching the situation to see how things will develop. You can also watch together." Hyuga Matsuma saw what was inside the crystal ball, and Neji was facing the Jonin of the 5 Hyuga clan. After getting Hokage's response, Hyuga Matsuma didn't dare to ask further questions. Afraid of making Hokage unhappy, then the Hyuga clan is really finished. Right now, we can only see where things will go. His eyes were also fixed on the crystal ball. Inside the Hyuga clan compound, Neji was surrounded by 5 Hyuga clan Jonins, who did not give him any way out. Coincidentally, Neji didn't want to quit either. Seeing Neji's stubborn figure, Hyuga Hiashi let out a long sigh. Neji is his brother's blood, that kind of caged bird pain, does he want to suffer once? "Neji, stop resisting, and accepting the clan's training, whether it's for you, the branch house, or the Hyuga family, is a good thing." "Ha ha," Neji sneered, "is this the attitude of the patriarch? Ridiculous." Neji didn't even listen to the orders of his patriarch, so what face did he have in Hyuga as the patriarch? The face of the Hyuga family changed slightly, and they gave an order. The one who won the branch house, Hyuga Neji. The 5 Jonins who surrounded Neji all showed a playful smile. In their eyes, Neji was already an inescapable prey. 2 of the 5 people's strengths are similar to Hyuga's vision, and the other 3 are far beyond Hyuga's vision. 5 people besiege Hyuga Neji, who is Hyuga's genius enough to be lined up. Neji's veins are exposed, his eyes are out, his hands are outstretched, and he is already in the 8 trigrams palms pose. Seeing this, Hyuga Hiashi's white pupils suddenly narrowed. "Is this?" he shouted suddenly, You 5, step back. However, it was too late. I saw Neji spinning rapidly in an instant, releasing a large amount of gentle fist chakra from the chakra acupuncture points in the body, and the whole body was moving as fast as a spinning top. Revolving heaven. The blue chakra spun rapidly to form a hemisphere and directly ejected the 5 Hyuga Jonins. Kill again. From the previous 8 trigrams air palm to this time revolving heaven, the battle ended very quickly. Until revolving heaven came along. Whether it is the elders of the Hyuga clan or Hyuga Heishi, their hearts are already full of deep fear for Hyuga Neji. This trick, revolving heaven, it is not taught to branch house people, and Hyuga Neji, a branch house person, used it in front of them, which surprised them. Hyuga Heishi had taught Hinata, but Hinata could never learn. In his opinion, Hanabi, who is younger than Hinata, is more talented than Hinata. There is no hope in Hinata. Hyuga Heishi can only rely on Hanabi. And the appearance of Hyuga Neji completely broke the cognition of all of them. Chapter 114. Advertisement and the appearance of Hyuga Neji broke the cognition of all of them. A person from a branch house can actually use a secret technique that is not known to the Hyuga clan, 8 trigrams palms, revolving heaven. At this moment, the Zong family's face was completely gone. Hyuga Neji slapped the Zong family hard in the face. Today, only the patriarch Hyuga Heishi can do this technique in the entire clan, but now, a 10-year-old child in the branch house can do it. Isn't this a slap in the face? Little devil, where did you learn revolving heaven? Did you watch the patriarch teach Lord Hinata, Lord Hanabi, and then secretly learn it yourself? The patriarchs of the Hyuga clan were all furious. In the face of overwhelming doubts, Neji ignored it at all, and neither did he. Stealing, it's ridiculous. The 5 Jonins of the Hyuga clan spit out a mouthful of blood. The rotating impact of revolving heaven is so powerful that even they can't resist it. Look at Hyuga Neji with the eyes of a monster. This kid's strength has reached the level of elite Jonin. They did not expect such a terrifying genius to appear in the Hyuga family. When the Uchiha clan was still in Konoha, the Hyuga clan was always crushed by the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha family has many talents, from Uchiha Madara to first Hokage Senju Hashirama. Then to Uchiha Kagami, Uchiha Shisui, Uchiha Itachi, etc. All of them are famous geniuses in the ninja world. And the Hyuga family has white-eyed and white-eyed Sharingan with the Uchiha family, and they can be called famous ninjas, and there are almost no. The Uchiha clan already have the ability to openly challenge the top officials of Konoha. The Senju clan fell, and the strongest clan in Konoha at that time was undoubtedly the Uchiha clan. When the 13-year-old Itachi slaughtered the Uchiha clan, the Hyuga clan were still a little fortunate. Without the Uchiha clan, the Hyuga clan is the strongest clan of Konoha. The clan is the strongest clan, but there are not many genius ninjas who can be called famous. But now Hyuga Neji's performance can be compared to the Uchiha Itachi of the Uchiha clan at that time. But unfortunately, he is a branch house person. The Hyuga family does not allow the branch house to surpass the clan. When the elders saw that the 5 Jonin couldn't hold Hyuga Neji, they panicked and could only turn to the patriarch, Hyuga Heishi. Patriarch, Hyuga Neji despised my clan's prestige, and as a branch house person, he also disobeyed the clan's orders many times, and even wounded the clan's members, bringing shame to the clan in Hyuga, and he must be punished with a curse. Yes, Patriarch, please cast curse mark, caged bird punishment. The vicious eyes of many members of the clan have been focused on Hyuga Neji, and some of the branch house members are afraid of involving themselves, and they are even more vicious. This is the voice of the people, and the people demand that Hyuga Neji be punished. As expected, then, now is the time for his patriarch to exercise his power. The patriarch conforms to the hearts of the people, and Hyuga Ning's appearance of no one must be punished. Some members of the clan have imagined Hyuga Neji kneeling down and begging. They don't have curse mark, caged bird, don't know pain. But the people of the clan have seen it, and none of the people in the branch house who were tortured by the curse did not beg for mercy. Some even fainted at the beginning. Hyuga see and Hyuga see each other and smile. Aren't you awesome? Aren't you awesome? In the next second, they can see Neji kneeling on the ground and calling dad, and it's exciting to think about it. The caged bird seal exists to bind their branch house. The rest of the branch house were relieved, but luckily the patriarch didn't take his anger on them, just against Hyuga Neji. Advertisement. Those in the branch house all cast sympathetic glances at Neji. The people in the branch house are right to please the people of the Zong family. What kind of resistance is there? You see, this is the end of resistance. Hyuga Heishi opened his eyes, the blue veins on his cheeks burst out, and at the same time, the middle and index fingers of his right hand were closed together, forming a mark. And Neji just stood there watching him silently. Damn, terribly, the patriarch is about to cast a spell on Neji, which is a spell that can destroy brain tissue. Lord Hokage, send someone over. Hyuga Matsuma of Hokage's office is already crying and begging. Although Hyuga Matsuma was surprised by the revolving heaven that Neji just used, the caged bird seal is the root of their Hyuga family branch house. This time, Neji can't dodge even if he hides. Shut up, Master Tsunade and Master Qiye didn't say anything. What are you arguing about? Just watch it carefully, go out if you don't want to. Shizune glared at Hyuga Matsuma, who was so loud and annoying. No way, Hyuga Matsuma could only watch it with tears in her eyes. In the compound of the Hyuga family, Hyuga Heishi suddenly looked at Hyuga Neji, curse mark. Caged bird has been activated. In the next second, he was stunned, and his inner shock was stronger than Neji had just used revolving heaven. How is this possible? He had already activated the caged bird seal, but Neji was really unmoved and just looked at him blankly. Look at him like a fool. The scene where Neji was in pain, fell to the ground, and rolled over didn't happen at all. It's absolutely impossible. Hyuga Heishi used it once when Neji wanted to kill Hinata a few months ago. Curse mark. Caged bird. At that time, Neji was still in great pain, and finally fainted. It's only been a few short months, and now Neji doesn't move at all. Could it be that he has been freed from curse mark, caged bird? This terrible conjecture was born in Hyuga Hiashi's mind. He immediately denied it. This is absolutely impossible. Curse mark. Caged bird is a spell handed down by the Hyuga family for thousands of years, and no one has broken free from the bondage of the spell. Hyuga Neji can't be this exception no matter how talented. Hyuga Jien, Hyuga Jianyuan and many elders saw that Neji was still standing there safe and sound, and there was no scene where he knelt down and begged for mercy, shouting father, and the pain was so painful that they were also anxious. Patriarch, you won't spare him because he's your brother Hisashi's son? Patriarch, he is a member of the branch house. What he did just now was already disrespectful to the clan. You'd better use the curse to punish him quickly. Those elders thought that Hyuga Heishi was in the past and didn't have the power to cast a spell on Hyuga Neji. The people at the Hyuga branch house on the sidelines were also puzzled. In the past, the patriarch was decisive and ruthless in his actions against the branch house people, and he never hesitated. Even Neji, Hyuga Heishi used many spells to control it, making it painful. Why is it hesitant today? At this moment, Hyuga Hiashi's whole heart was pounding. The result was completely beyond his expectations. Hyuga Neji actually stood there as if nothing was moving. It's not that he doesn't use it, it's that he has already used it. To read the underlined version of the novel, please download the Filu novel app. Seeing the questioning of many elders, the Hyuga clan shouted loudly. Those unbelievable eyes stared at Neji, and the words came out of his mouth. Hyuga Neji, have you been freed from the spell of the caged bird? You shut up. Chapter 115 Advertisement. Hyuga Heishi stared at Hyuga Neji with unbelievable eyes, his lips moved slightly, and he said slowly. Hyuga Neji, are you free from curse mark, caged bird? Get rid of caged bird's spell control. Everyone present widened their eyes, looking at Hyuga Heishi and Hyuga Neji in amazement. Hyuga Hiashi's remarks are beyond shocking. Patriarch, you're right, can that brat, Hyuga Neji, get rid of caged bird's curse? Yeah, Patriarch, this is absolutely impossible. Curse mark. Caged bird has been passed down for thousands of years, and no one has ever lifted it, let alone a kid. Hearing Hyuga Hiashi's astonished guess, neither the head family nor the Hyuga clan of the branch house present did not believe it. It's even worse than the Arabian Nights. There must be a mistake in some step. It's hilarious how anyone could break the spell of caged bird. Shut up for me. The chattering words of those elders really disturbed Hyuga Hiashi's mind, and things are already strange enough, these old guys are still causing trouble. Hyuga Hiashi, who has always been calm, also became irritable, and his eyes never left Hyuga Neji. Did you think I didn't start curse mark? Caged bird, I did it long ago, but that kid, still standing there safe and sound, watching us like a clown show, watching our jokes. What? At these words, everyone's jaw dropped in shock. The patriarch has already used the spell seal, how can that guy Hyuga Neji still act like a normal person? No, there must be something wrong with it. This time Hyuga Hiashi did not choose Neji, but chose a random member of the branch house who was present. After he used the spell, the person from the branch house immediately rolled on the ground, in pain, knelt down and begged for mercy. Patriarch, spare your life, I am innocent. Everyone else can be hit, but only Hyuga Neji is not hit, which is enough to explain the problem. Is that kid really out of curse mark, caged bird's control? The fact happened right before their eyes, and this time, they had to believe it if they didn't believe it. Excluding all the impossible, what remains is the real fragrance. The patriarch didn't lie, it was indeed Hyuga Neji who looked at them like an idiot. Hyuga C and Hyuga C wide-eyed and small-eyed, there are too many accidents that happened to Hyuga Neji on this day. The shock of Hyuga Neji brought them wave after wave, and they were completely stunned. Everyone was waiting for Neji's answer. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Neji suddenly burst into laughter, and the smile gradually became hideous and distorted. Pull off the bandage on the forehead, the green sign of curse mark. Caged bird is gone. Patriarch Hyuga, you are right, my caged bird seal has indeed disappeared. The caged bird seal disappeared, and there was an uproar at the scene. They all wanted to know how Hyuga Neji did it. Those in the branch house are more eager for the truth. Neji can get rid of the seal of caged bird, so, they can too. These branch house people seem to see hope. However, the truth is cruel, there are 9-tailed beasts in this world, unless there is another way to break the seal. Sure enough, this little devil of damn it has lifted the seal. The disappearance of the curse seal has confirmed Hiyashi's conjecture. Neji, the curse seal is the symbol of your Hyuga clan, do you know what it means to be lifted? What does it mean? Neji asked with interest. It means that you flout the rules of the clan and violate the will of the clan, and the Hyuga clan can no longer tolerate you. Oh, such a pedantic family, I don't need to wait. Anyway, Neji's gone now curse mark. Caged bird, he's afraid of being caught. Wait, you still need to tell me how to unlock the curse. Advertisement. Speak out. Neji chuckled lightly. He was able to escape the shackles of the curse mark with the help of the tailed beast given to him by the advisor Konoha Uchiha Qiye. How could he say it? Even if it wasn't Konoha's advisor, but an ordinary person, Neji wouldn't let it out. What if I don't say anything? That can only be done by the patriarch myself. Hyuga Hiyashi's eyes were cold, and a faint murderous intent emanated from him. In Hokage's office, except for Qiye, Tsunade and the others are all very surprised. The Hyuga family's curse mark, caged bird, has not been lifted for thousands of years, and now Neji has eliminated the curse mark. It's astonishing. It hasn't been done for thousands of years because the people in the branch house have become numb, have given up resistance, and no one has tried. Tsunade looked at Qiye, who was always calm, and thought it must be this kid's fault. Hey, kid, isn't this a good thing you did? Yes, that's right, it's me. You. Tsunade never expected that Qiye would admit it so directly and generously, without being humble. Shizune cast a reverent look. Master Qiye, you are truly omnipotent, you can even do this kind of thing. Tsunade has been with Qiye for so long, she's not surprised that she can't do anything, and he will feel strange if there is something Qiye can't do. Stinky brat, no wonder you want us to keep watching, it's because of this. Hyuga Matsuma on the side has been stunned for a long time. He didn't expect that Neji not only learned revolving heaven, but also removed curse mark, caged bird. Looking at this series of things, it is simply too shocking. And here, there seems to be the help of Lord Qiye. Are the people in their branch house going to stand up? All of this is placed on Neji alone. Hey kid, it doesn't seem like it's your time to be proud. Hyuga Hiyashi is going to shoot Neji. The current Hyuga clan is the largest clan in Konoha, and their status is naturally very noble. Unless she, the Hokage, handles this kind of thing in person, sending a normal ninja to the Hyuga clan won't buy it. Then, Lord Hokage, let me go. If Hokage is inconvenient, you can only let me as a consultant. You won't expect the two old guys Homura and Kaharu to go. Looking at Kia's sly smile, Tsunade always felt that this kid was full of bad water. It was natural to let Qiye go to Tsunade, but she still gave Qiye a warning. Hey, kid, the Hyuga family is also a big family of Konoha, so don't do anything too much. Of course, I'm here to support your Hokage, haha. Your name is Hyuga Matsuma, right, lead the way. Yes, Master Qiye. With the presence of Uchiha Qiye as a consultant, the Hyuga family might have a chance to change. In the Hyuga family compound, Hyuga Neji and Hyuga Hiyashi are facing each other with swords drawn. Neji's power alone is no match for Hyuga Hiyashi, but he doesn't mind using the power of three tails. When Hyuga Hiyashi was about to shoot, Hyuga Matsuma ran in from outside. Damn it, at this time. Hyuga Hiyashi frowned slightly. Who? Homura-sama and Kaharu-sama. What? High-rise Konoha. Philo reminds you. 3 things to read, collect, recommend, and share. Qiye. That Uchiha Qiye. No, it's the Hokage advisor, Master Qiye. Hyuga Hiyashi gritted his teeth. The patriarch, the senior officials of Konoha are here.